I'm drinking with him. I'm drinking the good stuff.
I'm drinking the good stuff. What is Ciroc? What is Ciroc? It's not the good stuff.
That's P. Diddy in them.
Ciroc is
P. Diddy
dangerous.
in them? That's what we call it?
Somebody sick of Diddy.
Ciroc is
You seen that
dangerous.
shit?
Man.
Sick of Diddy.
Sick of Diddy.
Right? And it makes
And they
you
made
feel
a beat
funny
off
the
of
next
it,
day.
the
I
little
haven't
remix.
It's
had
like
that in a
because
long
it doesn't
time.
taste like
It
liquor, so you drink
makes
it
it
in
hilarious.
one sitting, and then
Yeah.
before you know it, you're fucking bombed.
Bombed.
Hey, yo, what's going on, man?
Oh, shit.
So what happened?
In the cut live. We live. Let's do it. Episode 15. Episode 14. Let's go.
I love it. 15, 14, we here.
One of
Let's go.
That's
Hey, let's
We
get a
know.
toast in before the show start. Toast to 14.
Don't toast
Toast to
an
14.
empty glass,
Toast to
man.
14.
Can I ask for more drinks while we're on the
You can ask for more drinks while we on the air. Let's go.
Hot shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited,
Check
y'all.
it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo?
It's Juneteenth weekend. You know what I'm saying? The first official holiday for Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying?
And I got an off day.
I brought this Casamigos.
We in the cut live, man.
This not Casamigos.
Let's start the show. Juneteenth episode.
14. We've been doing this for a while now.
Yeah.
It feels good. It feels good, y'all.
Hey, episode 14. Let's go. In the cut live. And we back just like that. Who we got with us today? Jason, where you at, G?
Right here.
Tell the people
Follow
where
me
you
on
at.
Instagram at the Mr. Jason, TheMorJaison. Same for Twitter, Snapchat, and Gmail.
All right. Who else we got today? Look at that. She's back. Kevina, welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank
Welcome
you,
back.
everyone. And I didn't drop my Instagram last time.
Well, drop your Instagram this time.
Kevina
Uh-huh.
underscore is. You decide. Kevina underscore is. That is exactly how it goes on my Instagram.
How do you spell Kevina?
Is.
Kevina, Kevina underscore is.
Roger that.
Oh, you decide? I get it. I get it now. Look, I get
That
it.
was really deep, right? It took me 2 hours. I'm just kidding.
Come on with
That
the
took
name.
me 2 hours.
Yeah, that's it.
You just kept it on
That's
ears
it.
and didn't decide. Then
That's
just left
right.
it left it blank.
I'll let the world decide for me.
Roger that. Tori, what's happening?
Hey, I'm a little tired, guys.
That's how you coming in today? I'm
A personal trainer
Tori
that
coming in
trains
hot.
people to be their best.
I'm a little
But-
tired, guys.
I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
But no, I've been working real hard this week. Y'all follow me on Instagram, Tori the Bodi. Make sure you use the I's, TORIDABODI. And I got a website. Check out the new shop. It's called The Body Shop. Make sure you use the IDABODI shop.com for all your sports needs, fitness needs.
Wait, I
For
have a
men
website.
and women.
What's your website?
Well, come on.
My website is SatterfieldSolutionsSD.com.
What was that?
Said it like a commercial.
I see y'all out here hustling. Listen, don't nobody hustle like my women's, man. I love
Hey,
my
man,
black
you
women's.
know-
Plug the
I love
website.
my
That
black
is-
women's.
That is all natural, organic,
Love my
custom
black
hair
women's.
and body care.
You heard
What was
her.
the name
Love
of it again?
yourself naturally. It's SatterfieldSolutionsSD.com.
Spelled Satterfield?
SatterField SolutionsSD.com. I know it's long. I know. SatterfieldSolutionsSD.com. I am a Satterfield woman. Okay, I come from a long line of
Long
men.
line.
Long line of
Satterfields.
Satterfields.
You
My
go to my
daddy's
dark-
daddy.
You go to my
daddy's
website.
daddy
My
was
dad
a
was
Satterfield.
Satterfield.
Something about Satterfield screams Antioch Baptist.
Jesus Christ.
God dang,
Hey,
Satterfield.
and that's how we
the
starting our
heck?
Juneteenth. Hey, it's Juneteenth this weekend, man. What y'all got planned?
Yes.
What you got planned, Tori? What you doing this weekend for your
I don't
Juneteenth?
know. Like, you know what's crazy? I've been in San Diego for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
And every year I've went to a Juneteenth cookout, barbecue, or whatnot.
Celebration.
So I'm happy. I'm excited because this year I think it was going to be a big event. Anywho,
Okay.
what's the Black Beach?
Ski Beach. You going?
I got something to say about that beach, but we
Okay.
don't talk about it another
Wait
Okay.
a minute.
But no,
They
I'm
gon-
a little upset.
everybody gonna be at
I'm
Ski
a little
Beach.
salty that
Who started calling
when I
Ski
first-
Beach Black Beach?
They really did
It's the
start
black
calling it
people
Black Beach.
beach.
Yeah.
Oh
this
my
is the
God.
beach that the black folk go to.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. We'll be there.
But no, I'm upset when they said beach and I went there and it was just grass. Like
What?
I mean, it's a little beach down further, but it was a whole bunch of grass. I said it's a park.
Oh, Mission Bay, because
ain't
it's
no
Mission
beach.
Bay Park that you're referring to.
Oh, but it's called Ski Beach. But
So
it's
you was
not
out there in a
park.
2-piece for nothing.
I'm like, where the
it's
beach
still
at?
Ski Beach.
Looking
Kids
Like,
playing
goofy
football and
hell.
shit.
Why we
She
can't have
was
the
out
beach
there.
with the sand?
With the
Looking
waves.
Goofy hell.
She just the body with the eye. And kids playing volleyball.
Right. Thong bikini.
Oh no, I don't.
Children.
I don't do
Children.
thongs. I don't like it to move that much.
Big
Secure
fact.
that.
Secure that.
Secure that ass.
So you two
Lock
going.
it up.
So both y'all going to Ski Beach this weekend. Jason, you going to Ski Beach this weekend as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you
the whole
going?
squad gonna
we
be out there. Okay.
Okay. If y'all see me say something.
So I'm going to. I'm going to Santa Monica.
He going to the
I'll be in Santa Monica.
That's not the Black
Venice
Beach.
he going to
on
the
TikTok.
non-black beach. I see.
Right.
Okay. He wanted to
I
say
gotta get
opposite.
away, man. I gotta get away just for a minute.
this weekend, Juneteenth.
I gotta get away for
weekend. Oh,
Juneteenth.
okay.
Because- You
Even
know
the
what?
streets
'Cause
are gray in
it's
Santa
also
Monica.
Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. I ain't gonna be able to say it next week. So happy Father's Day to all my fathers, my G's. Y'all keep holding it down, keep fighting.
But where your son
keep being
gonna be
strong. My son gonna be. Oh, we gonna be together for Father's Day. I'll be back Sunday, so don't do that.
I'm about to say you just gonna leave that mother.
I work Father's Day anyway. I work that night, so
You gonna leave
we going.
him?
Hey, me and my
Damn.
son having a Father's Day thing tomorrow. We going to the movies. We gonna do the whole thing then and all that shit. So
That's something.
you know what I'm saying? We gonna jam. Don't do us. You know
Hold
me and
on,
mine. We
I-
do ours, baby.
I just had a thought.
Okay.
Well, Mother's Day, people want to take the kids away so she can have time.
Yes.
Father's Day, you come get
Why
your
you ain't with your kids on Father's Day? Y'all get a massage. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Do you agree? That happens a lot. Father's Day, you don't want your kids.
Right.
You don't want to.
Oh, you don't want to take pictures with your
You
kids?
got to take a picture with.
Mother's Day is for
post-
peace for y'all, and Father's Day is peace for y'all.
I'm just wondering if
Father's
anyone's
Day
waiting
is
for a real
International
answer.
Baby Mama Reshoot Your Shot Day.
The real answer is,
What's the real answer?
what part of the man's body does the baby come out of?
What?
balls.
Exactly. The
He came
balls.
from it. He wouldn't be him. You know what my son actually says? Says it as a joke. He'll point and be like, "Came from you, buddy," and he'll
Well,
point down.
it's
there.
a lot easier to get the baby out the dad than it is to get it out the mom. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is to carry these around for 30-something years is hard enough as it is.
You
It ain't
guys-
the same. Hold on, you ain't.
Whatever.
Hold on, time out. So you had your son in there the whole time.
Mm-hmm. I got about 1 million more in here right now.
I was gonna, and
They
guess
just in
what?
there?
I
Yeah.
bet 1,000,000 of them go abandoned
toilet.
on the daily basis.
They
Abandoned.
don't.
So
They
that
do not-
makes you
they
a
do not go in
deadbeat.
paper towel.
They go
Does
to
that make
sock
you a
town.
No,
deadbeat?
I'm not a deadbeat dad to my paper towel babies.
You flush,
Yuck.
you flush a
I
couple
flush
dollars
well,
down the
and
toilet
they
with them.
find homes.
They find them within.
My children find homes. No, it ain't no us without y'all, and ain't no y'all without us. Let's just
Yes,
figure that out.
there
Let's
you
just
go.
come together like butt cheeks and be the shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going.
I almost spit my beer out. Now I'm gonna need you
Hey,
guys.
But he has
let's
a
keep
point.
going. Let's go back to Juneteenth. Y'all ready to get back on it?
Yeah.
Let's go, let's
So everybody ski beaching this weekend. Now they just passed. They just passed the bill
go. And I'm
making it a federal holiday. How do we feel about this?
I'm happy.
Jason, you want to start?
I'm wholeheartedly against it.
You against it? Wow.
Against
Okay.
it.
It's
Tell me
for
why you
us.
against it.
Because a year ago, people didn't know what Juneteenth was.
Okay.
Shit,
And
today
so-
they don't know.
That's facts.
Exactly. Today, they don't even know. And so while everybody's parading, what they're failing to realize is that this day is going to be co-opted by the LGBT, Black Lives Matter. It's not a knock against gay people, but that's the way that Black progress always goes. They attach it to any given other agenda just to take the momentum out of that movement. And so now what you're going to have is it's going to couple with Pride Month, and you're going to have a bunch of non-Black companies making money off of Black Emancipation Day.
Right, you're right about that. So I've seen some people post like, obviously, it's going to be a lot of clothing in stores that's going to have celebrate
Represent Black
Juneteenth.
people.
Don't buy from them.
Wait.
Buy from the Black companies.
But
Like we know as a people, like we know what we need to do to support ourselves. But you know, even if we didn't make it a federal holiday, who would buy the shirts? Because I make shirts. Who buying my Juneteenth shirt?
I want to know.
So you want to monetize it?
I'm just saying.
So
I mean,
you for
There's
it?
nothing
I'm
wrong
not
against
saying that.
us
I'm just saying that we
monetizing
don't.
it,
We not that
What in
monetize
the
it's
what
like we
in
don't
the
really
Stockholm
have that.
syndrome is going on here?
What are we saying? Speak on
Why
it.
would
Speak
we
on it.
expect the government or anybody that has already been horrible to us to all of a sudden
honor us?
recognize us in any type of way? What are we waiting for?
Exactly.
Why do we
Let's
need
just keep
anybody
doing
to
our-
tell us what to do about our holiday? To celebrate Juneteenth, how the hell you want to
Why
celebrate
we want a
it?
shirt?
If you want to sell something, go sell a plate. If that's the case, if you don't want to monetize with the Target and them, then
It's
sell,
not the monetization that's an issue.
Go ahead.
It's the monetization by non-black entities. That's the
Everything
issue.
is done
Listen,
that.
if
Done
the
Somebody
that.
gonna
whole
put
if
their
the
finger
whole
in
All right, so if you're
boardroom,
gonna do that on Mother's Day. Do that on any other 364
it don't
days
work like
of
that.
the year.
That's a facade and an illusion in our minds. If you think that every boardroom that sits around to decide what marketing is going to happen, do you think that they are all a bunch of stiff white men at the table? You're wrong. The diversity in these industries is beyond us.
At the bottom, at the
And
top, it's rather homogenous.
Well, look, at the end of the day, then if you're waiting on them to make a decision for you and what you purchase, then you are already looking in the wrong
I've
direction.
made my decision and I've
Your
already stated it.
Your decision should be coming from yourself.
It is.
If you and your
She just
family,
asked why.
if you and your family decide to celebrate Juneteenth, you do it on your own account. You don't do it because a teacher told your child that they're getting out of school on Monday before Juneteenth. That is something that we've been looking for too long, and now we're lost. We're waiting
So,
for direction
well,
constantly.
First things
Everybody
first
is
is
jumping
we're
up
off
and
on
down
Friday.
over
I was gonna be
Juneteenth.
off anyway.
Where is
I
this
wasn't coming
anti-black
in that
hate
motherfucker
crime bill?
anyway.
Right.
While
I mean,
everybody's
it's a
jumping
facade
up and down over
because
Juneteenth,
It's a
where's
stance.
this hate
It's a
crime
stance
bill?
over there for black crime. There's a stance over there for Black Lives Matter. There's a stance over there for LGBT. And now all of a sudden we're celebrating Juneteenth more than often because we have social media.
And we're being educated. And that's the
we're
one thing
being
that I want. That's the
educated.
one thing I want to bring to the light about it.
Bro.
I'm actually, I'm for it, but I understand why people would be against it. Let me just say that. All right.
Because
So,
it ain't for them.
I'll just say I just know that they trying to please you, and I remember those interviews
Yeah.
with Martin Luther King, and they you could watch those movies like Selma and shit like that, where they was like, yeah, let them niggas march, let them think they winning, let them think they getting a W. You know what I'm saying? Give them the little shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's change Aunt your mama off the bottle and
Let's
put some.
calm
You know what
it
I'm saying?
down.
Let's
Let's
calm
calm
them
it
down.
None of that
down.
shit
So
matters.
I get that, but none of that shit really matters, and nobody can tell you to celebrate Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? Just because they made it a federal holiday don't mean now we can
There's
celebrate
more
it.
black
Like I
people.
just said.
I don't need your permission to be
Exactly.
black.
There
I
you
don't need
go.
your permission to fucking celebrate something.
Right.
If I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. I don't
Right.
work on Martin Luther King Day.
Period.
My job don't celebrate it, and that's okay. But I'm coughing that day. I promise you, every year. I'm not going to work.
What you saying?
In Africa or in South Africa or in Asia, where there are many more black people or brown people than here in America, do you think that Juneteenth is a topic like it is here?
I doubt it.
No,
Seriously.
because
Our
it's not-
enslaved
it's not
minds
a
is
black
waiting for
day.
the man and the master to tell us what's
And that's-
okay for us to celebrate. We
So
waiting for a white man
Juneteenth
to
is
tell
something
us
that's specifically
what's okay.
American. So
Right.
blacks
Yuck.
in South America or Asia
Well,
or
you
even the
get-
continent
I
of
mean,
Africa
you
weren't
can argue
emancipated June
semantics.
19th,
you
1868.
get what she was saying though. You know, you can argue that, but
So,
you get
no,
what she
you're
was
not
saying.
arguing
like,
it because if you're
like-
asking if people internationally celebrate an American holiday, the answer will be no.
No.
That is
America-
not to
it's
say
not
that they don't
Juneteenth.
recognize their own blackness, though.
Juneteenth is not an American holiday.
What is it?
It is
Hey.
a black people holiday.
Calling
Not
you
black
live.
people.
where
Calling
the
you
slaves
live.
came from.
Hey, real quick,
where
we
they
got a
came
caller.
from.
We got a caller. Let's get to this
What'd you say?
caller.
Where slaves come from?
Calling you
Slaves came from
live
Africa.
in the cut live.
Wow.
Slaves come from America too.
That is also true, but we'll get it.
Oh,
we'll get
boy.
Oh,
to
they
it in a
didn't
second.
drop the call.
I
But
guess so.
anyway, like you were saying, I don't need permission. Like I said, I've been living here 3
Caller,
years.
you with us?
Celebrate every year since I've been here.
There you go.
Yeah, I can hear you.
And
I can hear you.
He's
just
on the
now,
line.
I ain't gotta lie. That's it. Because
You're
I
on
was gonna
call
lie
on.
and I
Give me
was
one
gonna be
Give me
out.
1 second. All right, caller. Hey, caller, what you think about this? What's your name? Where you from, caller?
Hey, this is Black, man.
Hey, Black.
What's going on, Black? Talk to the peoples, baby.
You already know.
Juneteenth, man. What you thinking
Hey,
about?
no, so Juneteenth, man. What I think about it, I think basically, man, they trying to give us something. They trying to give us something that we probably should have been celebrating before. But a lot of people didn't know about Juneteenth before last year, and it woke a lot of people up.
Big fact.
We still got room to grow and learn and stuff like that. But for real, you know what they about to do? They about to turn Juneteenth out just like they do St. Patrick's Day, because y'all wear green. Everybody wear green on St. Patrick's Day. And
Oh,
Cinco
hell
de
no.
Mayo, everybody's
Absolutely
Mexican.
not. Now, look
That's
Irish
how they
to
do
you.
with
Everybody
What, y'all
Mexican.
forgot about that aspect?
Yeah.
You forgot about that?
No, we forgot.
That happens.
But you know,
Yes.
but
on Tuesday,
We got people wearing
Yeah,
rainbow
we
all
do
of a
that.
sudden.
but you know what? It's about it's
But guess
also
what?
about
You know what they
awareness.
gonna do now?
It's also about awareness too.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now.
But you know what they gonna do now?
What they gonna
What's
do?
You gonna see the white girls in the dark.
Get
in
the
no time.
fuck out of here.
I'm a
We already see
They
white girls
already
in
in
the
head
dashiki, man.
wraps and bonnets.
Hey, can you
and
tap
shit.
that milky sister behind you? Snowflake,
Milk
cottontail.
of magnesia.
You gonna-
Right,
I'm
milk
telling
of
you, you gonna
magnesia,
see it.
cottontail. Can I holler at you, baby?
Oh no. Hey man, at work, they said that we was gonna have an off day, and all the people's like, well, for what? For what? I said Juneteenth. They said what? Juneteenth with my accent.
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Don't worry about it. Just go home and enjoy yourself.
Google
That's
it.
right. Go
The
Google
fuck?
it.
Don't
Yep.
worry about it. You ain't got to do nothing today. This us. We gonna be on Ski Beach.
Then I tried to explain. I said
Being
when
black.
they freed us,
Right.
I'm included. They freed me too.
Our turn.
They freed us.
Mm.
But yeah, man, we get the
No,
day off.
we should have been celebrating this on our own for
They
years,
were
years.
celebrating.
And I think
Big
it wasn't
Been
a lot of people.
celebrating
We'll
Juneteenth.
A lot
continue
of
to do
people
that on our
were.
own
A lot of
accord.
people
Right.
were. A lot of people were celebrating. And a lot of people are like real well versed in like they black roots and slavery days, and but a lot of people weren't. You know what I mean?
Right.
It took all of these and everything to bring people together and actually that these like normal people on the streets, like hood up to no good, they didn't even know about half of this stuff, but now they knowing about it, so it's actually helping us out as a people. Though.
But that's what I was saying. That's what
Helping us out
Kevina.
how?
That's what Kevina was saying as far as like social media.
Awareness.
Helping
It
us
spreads
out how?
awareness because a lot of people didn't know about Juneteenth at all. A lot of people didn't know about Tulsa. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit is coming out via social media, via the fact that we can actually talk to each other in real time from anywhere in the world. Like that shit really helps a lot. So I get what you're saying.
Black.
Yeah,
Helping us out how?
yeah.
He said how
Helping
is
us
it?
out. How? What do you
The
mean?
awareness is helping.
You said
It's
it's helping
bringing
us out.
awareness to our people. It's bringing awareness. It's bringing awareness to the ignorant people that we have and the ignorant people that's out in the world.
So they
Everybody.
remove Black history from the public school system and make Juneteenth a federal holiday, and you call that progress?
Because when those young people go to school and they ask about Juneteenth, those teachers are going to have to reflect and be like, why aren't we talking about this? At the end
And
of
then
the
if
day,
they
it's
teach
gonna,
it, then that
it's
school
going
no
to-
longer gets funding. Public school systems are governed
Well,
by
let's-
Hey, but
funding.
why we
But I
depending
gotta
on the
ask
school
you
to
this.
teach our
I gotta
kids
ask
everything
this
if we
though.
black?
That too.
I live black
Because
every
the
day.
parents
I gotta-
don't know
I
it
gotta ask
either,
you this,
apparently.
though.
So how
Well,
are you
shit,
gonna teach
now
your
we
child
got
what you
awareness
don't
with
know?
But Jason, I
Juneteenth.
got
You got to
ask you
teach
this.
them.
I didn't hear you, Black.
But Jason, I gotta ask you this:
Yes.
how much Black history did they really teach us in school?
I was
The
gonna
shit
say,
they
look,
wanted
I
to
was gonna
teach
say the
us.
same shit.
You
Y'all
had to
talking
take
about
a-
these laws nowadays?
Other than,
Nigga,
you know,
we didn't
if
know
you were
nothing
to,
then.
Hold on, I got an
You had
answer
to take
for
a whole
you.
Martin
separate
Luther King.
Hear
course.
about you.
I got
heard
an answer
about
for you.
Martin
If you were
Luther
to
King,
Martin Luther
believe
King.
the, if you were to believe the
George
public school
Washington
system, you would think that black people didn't exist prior to the American Revolution. The first black person on earth was Crispus Attucks. He took a bullet. Forward from that was slavery. Then we ceased to exist for about 80 years until Martin Luther
Hey,
King
and
marched
so
on
how-
Selma.
how-
You guys are
got a lot
talking
of
about when
that.
you guys were in school, because I have school-age children, and they do have a more expansive
I learned
look
everything.
on
They expanded
Black
it.
history.
I learned
They-
about black history as
and
a
they-
child. I learned in the
they-
home from my mother.
That's
Okay.
progress.
Right, and I know that
Because we
Martin
had
Luther
one
King's-
nigga.
Martin Luther King's wife, Coretta, she
Martin Luther
put
King.
out a whole line of books. This is way back in the end of the 70s. She put out a line of children's books based off of every black inventor.
Oh, yeah.
I have them. My grandmother saved them for me.
read those.
And she had all of those books. It says by Coretta Scott King.
Yeah.
And
They used to come by mail. You could subscribe
yes,
to
you could
them. I
subscribe.
remember.
There were so many resources available for black people, especially during the civil rights movement and during the 70s and the 80s, where our parents were supposed to reach out and pull that information for us. We can't depend on the school to teach white school districts to teach our black children what they need to know about themselves. The white children are barely getting to know about themselves also. They don't know the truth about their ancestors yet either. So we have to be the ones who's taking responsibility and teaching our black boys and girls.
Right. So
Great.
so you can't ask
Hey,
how is it going to help us?
White supremacists
How you
taught
going
in
to help
the
you?
home.
Hey, we appreciate the call, caller. We keep stay on the line with us, G.
We dropped the caller.
all right.
You drop black?
I appreciate you.
No. The line
All
was
right,
going
go.
off, baby. It was going off.
Now, what was you saying, Tori?
Oh, okay.
What was you saying, Tori? Go ahead.
No, I was saying, how can you ask the question, how will this help us? And when, you need to help you. We are Black. I'm Black 24/7. No matter if you think I don't know all the Black movies, it don't matter. My life is Black.
You don't know all
So
the
if
black movies?
I don't know all them damn Black movies, but I guarantee you, I'm Black as hell. And
You
I'm
ever seen the movie Colors?
Colors.
That's a black, brown, and white movie.
It's brown and black, brown and white movie.
I don't know what that movie is, but
You need to watch it. Tori.
Go back and watch
Too
our
long. What-
Black
how
Card
long is it?
Revoked episode, and that'll answer all the questions
Oh,
about
Lord.
having
Oh
seen
yeah.
fill in the blank.
Oh my God.
Okay.
hey man, it's all good, man. I'm Black all day long, and if I have kids, and when I have kids, they're gonna know they're Black, and everything that I know, they will know. And when they have questions, we will research it together. If
You
I
gonna
don't
teach them
know,
what you know. Roger
and we
that.
gonna learn.
Hey, we
Because
gotta
if you
call
don't
her.
know, you're bound to repeat things. And if you don't know how segregated or separated they have us as a Black people.
I just noticed your shirt has these rings
Oh,
on
excuse me.
it. Oh, you being freaky.
In the cut live, calling you live. What's your name? Where you from? Talk to him.
What's up, man? You know it's Gito. Man.
Oh,
What's
hey,
going on?
Gito.
What's going on,
How
OG?
you doing?
What's
Talk
up,
to the
what's
people,
up?
man. Shit.
Hey, touching on this Juneteenth thing,
Yeah.
we got to stop expecting corporations not to monetize everything that we do. You have to understand that the Black culture is something that sells. Whether we like it or not, people want to be like us. So,
Yeah.
of course, they're going to try to monetize it. Now, how we support it is how we can take power back from that. You don't have to support the shit that they monetize. We can spend Juneteenth simply just celebrating it how we should be celebrating every day.
Right.
By Black. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like it's necessary for it to be recognized as a holiday because it forces people to talk about it in the schools. But at the same time, even though they are going to monetize it, they monetize everything. Let's not pretend like it's only us. They
Right.
monetize every single holiday. There's not one holiday that they don't try to make some type of money. 4th of July, they send all American flags, red, white, and blue T-shirts. Christmas, you go get Christmas trees every fucking where
Everything
you go.
gonna get monetized.
Everything. Grandparents.
But you know what's funny about that?
That's the thing.
But you know what's crazy about monetizing Juneteenth?
Grandparents.
I would think that this is the time for us to take advantage of monetizing it. If that makes any
Exactly.
sense. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that's my point. That's the point that I'm trying to get across.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we can change the narrative on that. They can monetize it all they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Let white people buy their teachers and all that bullshit. That's on them. But at the same time, if we want to celebrate us and Black history, we can buy Black. We have to do that though.
Yeah.
We so busy going into Walmart and spending our money there. We don't mess with mom and pop shops no more.
Right.
Back in the day when I was growing up, my mama took me to nothing but mom and pop shops. We bought from there. We bought from Black-owned businesses, and we supported that. We would go out of our way to travel to places that were owned by Black people. The first store that I went to, first corner store I went to was a place called OK in St. Louis, middle of North Side.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of corner stores that was around us, but we made an effort to go there
Right.
because we wanted to support that shop because that was part of our community.
So you learned that
And
early.
all I'm saying is that I learned that early, and it's instilled in me to this day. My daughter will tell you now, we don't shop at a lot of big franchises and stuff. Even if we go out to eat, we try to go to places that are for the
Other
community,
cultures do
not
it.
these
Other
big ass
cultures do
chains.
it as well.
So we got a question right here. Somebody said, "Is 4th of July out now?"
It been out.
When was
baby.
it in?
That shit been out.
So none of y'all never celebrated 4th of July?
But
I
as a-
have.
Actually, funny story about 4th of July. Throughout my
The
Navy
truth is, we
career,
don't
I used
really
to celebrate
celebrate 4th of July,
Juneteenth and
bro.
stand
There
duty
you
for
go.
profit on the
Heard
4th
what
of
he
July.
said?
Say it again. Say it again, Jason.
I used to stand duty for profit on 4th of July.
Oh, you used to charge
So,
niggas for it?
Yeah, I'd take their watch. If you had a watch on the 4th of July, I'd take it for
That's
you.
dope.
And then I celebrated Juneteenth.
right.
Well, you've been on
you
it
said
then.
take their watch. I thought you.
Their watch, no, their duty, their no.
She's talking about
I'll-
here robbing
He'll
folk.
take their shift.
I'm
There
gonna
you
give
go.
my
work
40
I'll
acres.
cover your shift. Let's say it in civilian. Let's talk in
Yes,
civilian.
I would work for them, so it's basically covering the shift for them.
I know.
But
Sorry.
yeah.
I don't know. For me, I don't know. For 4th of July, where I'm from, we usually pop hella fireworks. That's what we known for. And they be having hood wars. Like motherfuckers be chasing people around with like bottle rockets.
With
It's
the
crazy,
Roman
bro.
candles?
With the Roman candles, bro.
Roman
It
candles
pops
fights.
off, right? So 4th of July for us was never really
A
a
celebration,
celebration
of
of
freedom
the country,
is
right? I think when it come to
commemoration
niggas,
of family.
we
It's
celebrate
tradition.
holidays the way we want to celebrate them.
It's
You know what I'm
about
saying? It's a
tradition.
cultural thing for us.
Yes.
We don't celebrate 4th of July.
We don't celebrate nothing
No.
for
But
real.
it's a
For real.
tradition. This is a
I mean,
tradition of
honestly, we
barbecue.
know we don't celebrate it because we don't call it Independence Day. We call
No.
it 4th of July.
We call it Firecracker Day in the hood. Look, we go get firecrackers and we just bust. That's it.
Drive
We
to
shoot our
Indiana
guns in the
and
air.
about a
It's-
band with
it's
them
ghetto.
motherfuckers. Come back with all that illegal shit.
Oh my goodness.
Now, 4th of July for us was
Military-
barbecuing with your family, hanging out with your family, just like Christmas and any other day. Like right
We
now.
all big on family.
Like Jehovah's
but-
Witness, I got a Jehovah's Witness situation. I got a long story about that. But like,
you Jehovah's Witness?
no, I'm far from it. But like, we got
I said,
some.
hold on.
My son and his mom
Oh no.
are,
Oh.
and that's a whole conversation all the time in my life, right?
They be
Because
knocking
I
them
feel
niggas' doors
like,
at 6 in the
right?
morning.
I
don't
feel like
celebrate shit.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that shit. We're not
don't.
celebrating a pagan holiday,
They don't
a
even
pagan
put
holiday, bro.
pictures. They
We
can't
just
even hang
we just
pictures
hanging
on
out
it.
as family members. You know what I'm saying? We just can't be family for a day. We can't
Right.
take the day off work and eat together, my nigga. Like, why do people make such a big deal about holidays anyway? They just days to just spend time with each other. Spend time with your people while you got them.
Because they
Right?
tell you to. They think because you get something for it, it's supposed to be something that's supposed to be honored like that.
Mm.
Like if you think about it in school, they'll teach you about Independence Day. It's a whole chapter on it in your history book.
Okay.
I'm not lying to you. If you think back into when you were in school, they taught you that it was something to be proud of.
Yeah.
You were supposed to stand up and be accounted as an American.
Did you say the Pledge of Allegiance
And we
in
realized that-
elementary school? Did you say the Pledge of Allegiance every day?
Of course, it wasn't my choice.
We didn't know there was
By
anything
force, it
wrong
wasn't
with
by
it
choice.
back then.
Mm.
Because,
Oh, that man
God
got them
damn,
dogs
boy.
out. Hey man, you got a rock over there. Hey, you know you black. What kind of dog was that?
Somebody
German
at the
Shepherd?
door. Somebody's at the
Yeah,
door.
They got a German Shepherd mixed with a
Pit
poodle.
bull.
It's probably his wife and son. Excuse me, sir.
Somebody
Do
knocking
you
on the
have
door,
a
you know how
moment
that
to
goes.
discuss your Lord and Savior?
That's a Jehovah's Witness at the door. Jehovah's Witness at the door right now. Her.
But yeah, the point that I'm trying to make is that we were basically forced into celebrating certain things.
Oh,
bro.
100%.
Like for instance, saying the Pledge of Allegiance, you used to get in trouble if you didn't stand up for that. They
Yeah.
would deem that as disrespectful, and you would literally have lunch detention or something like that. So it wasn't like it was because I was proud of it or I
Right.
wanted to do it. It was
Right.
like either do that or I got to explain to moms why I'm in detention again. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know nobody got attention.
No,
We just were so programmed to not know the difference.
Right.
We just did the shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody did the Pledge of Allegiance. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then y'all
I was
did
an
plenty of
adult
shit
when I
that
learned
you
the
was just
history of the
programmed,
Pledge of Allegiance.
you know, to
I
do.
know the Black National Anthem. Do y'all know the Black National Anthem?
Man, I don't know the words, man.
I learned the
can
Black
hum it
National
with you.
Anthem during the
If every
protest against the
voice
national anthem.
Well, guess what? If you live here in California, you also know the Mexican anthem because for some reason, well, not for some reason, this is Baja California.
There we go.
Out here, when I'm growing up, every night at midnight, no matter what TV or what radio you're listening to, they play the Mexican national anthem at midnight. They don't care how deep you are into the United States. Here, they play the Mexican national
We about
anthem.
15 minutes away from Tijuana right
Yes.
now. So.
Well, it don't matter.
Well,
You know,
how
all
does
the way
it go?
up
What
to-
it start with? Like something like that?
No, it was music. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, they be
dun,
playing it on the
dun,
radio.
dun, dun, dun. Yeah,
Big time.
it
From
was
the
the
era where
instrument.
TV used to go off at midnight.
Oh yeah, I
and they
am.
play the national
What you
anthem.
talking
Wait,
Like
from
that
the-
shit cut the static.
Wait a minute. Oh, I love
I used to
MASH.
watch
I
MASH
love
and
me
go to
some
bed.
MASH. Boy, that thing put you right to
Hey,
sleep.
Gino, we appreciate the call, OG, man. Hey, happy Father's Day, man. You take care this
Happy
weekend.
Father's
Enjoy
Day.
yourself.
Day. Yeah, MASH.
All right, brother.
Everybody else, man, y'all have a good one.
You too, brother.
You
Thank
too,
you.
man. God bless.
MASH just put me right to sleep, boy.
When MASH came on, it was time to go to bed.
It was time to go to
I
bed.
don't think
Okay.
I
I've
didn't even know
ever
what they was
seen
talking
a
about.
complete episode of MASH in my
MASH was
life.
trash.
They was saving lives.
They was saving lives. Quote
As soon
unquote.
as I saw that helicopter, it was time to cash
I
out.
thought they were in a tent the whole time in MASH. I just remember seeing them in
They
a tent.
were.
It was a
in a
tent.
tent.
It was a tent
In
camp.
the
like a tent
medical
city.
tent.
Good
Hell
night.
But
Good night.
anyway, so Father's Day.
So we got Father's Day coming up this
What
weekend.
y'all doing for Father's Day besides ski beach?
barbecue.
Jason, what you doing for Father's Day, Brody? What you
Oh,
got
he
going
don't
on?
want.
What you got on the
We're
thumb?
gonna bring it over here.
Yes.
My wife says she had a surprise for me. I don't know what it is, so we'll find out. But
What do you want it
You
to
watching
be?
them
I
kids?
don't really care, honestly. 'Cause
Surprise! You got them kids.
All right,
I always got the
surprise!
kids. Kids at home.
It's a surprise.
No, but
I
what
live
is
with
it?
my kids. I'm not one of these once a month.
I
niggas.
know it,
Yeah.
So,
but there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like some people.
Damn.
yeah, I'm not one of these photo
like,
op
wait,
fathers.
what?
So,
There's so many things.
I don't know
Wish it
what we
could
got
get
planned.
better.
but I don't really care, man. Every day is Father's Day, as far as I'm concerned. So,
That's what up.
Yeah.
Ah,
But,
so I got an interesting question for
What is
Kevina.
that?
For me?
Yes.
Someone asked it?
So it's Father's Day, right? And you are in a relationship with a woman. So you guys are both moms. I know you said you both identify as mom, right?
Right.
So Father's Day is like, So Mother's Day is like Mother's Day is like a double
so
celebration.
Funny? You know
right?
what's so funny about
Yeah,
this?
Yeah.
Is that we both actually have fathers.
Well, so you're gonna celebrate with your father.
So we both celebrate Father's Day. I do not celebrate Father's Day with my partner as a man because she's not a man.
Right. Exactly.
We do have godparents for our son, so
Awesome.
we will celebrate with the godfather. We will celebrate with our fathers, the men in our lives, our brothers that have children. But we definitely, I know that there's a lot of LGBT families, LGBTQ plus families that celebrate differently. So I'm not representing all of that entire group community.
Individual.
For us personally,
Individual. Yep. There you go.
We both celebrate Mother's Day. We celebrate Family Day, which is big in the LGBT community. We celebrate.
Could you break down Family Day?
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
It's anybody who you want to be your family.
Well, Family Day is something we celebrate on all the family holidays. So on Father's Day, we still celebrate each other because we do have family that are fathers.
Okay.
We
so
try
Family
to
Day
make
is like an eponymous day.
There you go. I like that Eponymous Day. It's something that doesn't apply to just one singular holiday. It's every time that there's something that celebrates family, we're all for it. But I do not celebrate Father's Day for my wife.
Because it doesn't make sense.
It don't make no sense. Yeah. I agree with
But
that.
I don't want to put down anybody who does. There's some people that are with masculine identifying females and they feel comfortable saying
that. Yeah, exactly.
That's my baby's
daddy.
Right. That's what we're talking about. We talking about those pronouns before. And
pronouns
how they can
is
be
tricky.
They be tricky sometimes.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Some people think it's all about what your body has on it. And some things aren't about sex. Some things aren't about privates. Some things are just about feelings. So,
but how can you see feelings from the outside?
Exactly.
That's the hard part.
I don't think anyone can see.
I know.
But
so that's what I'm saying.
Said,
so yeah, like if somebody identifies with how they feel, yeah.
Okay, well, if you feel like the father figure in somebody's life, if you feel like I'm your father figure and that person receiving that feeling also feels that way, then you guys are feeling that.
Well,
if
I'm the daddy to my nephew.
Well, then we're going to celebrate Father's Day for Tori.
Celebrate for me because I'm the daddy.
And I feel like that a lot of times. There we go. Come on now, daddy.
Right.
If you got a young girl,
now bring my son down.
A young girl that calls you daddy, that's not really your child.
Big facts.
You and she just call you daddy sometimes. You might be a papa.
You might be a papa.
You might want to get celebrated.
Oh,
I be the pappy that there boy.
I'll the pappy.
I don't know. Everybody to each his own. But
yeah, man.
Hey, they be trying to clown us on Father's Day, bro. They be trying to clown us, bro.
That's what you said. Like, it's about feelings. So if I feel like I don't want to be a father,
it can be either or. If you feel like you're the father in someone's life, then
I don't want to do this anymore. You buy your own day.
Bro, look how they do us for Father's Day.
You're going to jail now.
Right.
You ate yesterday.
Hey, don't ask me another thing.
But for real though, but why is that a problem?
Why is that a problem?
Yeah,
Who said it was a problem? It's a joke.
I'm just saying, when's Mother's Day?
Like, dads can laugh about this kind of shit.
Every day is Mother's Day.
You know what I'm saying?
No, what's the day they said that it was Mother's Day?
It's like,
May.
I think it's the second Sunday in May.
Sunday in May, something like that.
Second or third Sunday in May.
Yeah,
right, and that shit's still cold, so we got to go somewhere. But when's Father's Day?
It don't matter.
June.
Nobody know.
In June sometime, like June, the first part, the second part.
Everybody gets a new tie, some socks.
Get a tie, you don't even have a suit.
It's hot outside,
Like,
so we got to barbecue. You know?
We got a question here from Tanya Trout. She says, "Really though? How many ladies would feel if what should read that?
How would
for?
many ladies feel if Father said the same on Mother's Day? Said what?
Same as what?
Oh, the picture?
Someone made the statement and said, "I know a lot of single moms that deserves a Father's Day and vice versa."
There we go.
But he did say,
Bullshit.
but he said vice versa.
A single mother is a single mother, not a father.
If you're a single father and you don't have a positive relationship with a mother, you're taking care of your children all by yourself, and you feel like
You're the mom
deserve
and the
a
dad?
Mother's Day. I deserve Mother's Day. Then treat yourself to mother. But guess what?
I'm
Until
good.
them balls open up and you squeeze that 9 to 7 to 10.
Who the hell had a 12-pound baby? Wait a minute.
People
You
have
never
them.
hear any single fathers talking about, I'm the mommy too.
Nah, I'd never say that.
Because masculinity won't allow you to say that.
No, it
I
just
have.
sounds
You're a
sounds
single father.
stupid. It just sounds stupid.
I've heard that takes me back to the child support conversation, because if you're a single dad and you ask for child support because you feel like I'm doing as much as two parents,
Nah, I put her on child support. So
I'm
run
Gucci.
me
But look
mine.
though,
money.
Run me
I'm
the
eating crab
chips.
legs too.
But,
I
here's,
like
those in.
seafood.
but here's the thing. That's like
I need
me
my
saying.
nails done.
But you know what? I feel that way sometimes when because right now in the military, if you have kids and all this other stuff, you get a little extra money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I should get a little extra money because I ain't got no kids. So now,
To wrap it up a
I'm
little.
just saying, like,
No.
yeah, because in the military, when you come in, they be like, oh, the kids and family don't come in the sea bag, or they want you to be independent without any kids and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing exactly what they wanted me to do.
No.
Where's my bonus?
No, it's different.
Plan B
Give me my
comes on-
money.
Give me my money.
It's
Plan B don't come
the
in the sea
military.
bag
The
either.
Ain't nobody
military.
taking no goddamn
my
plan B.
part.
I use my calendar, man.
The
You know what I'm
military
saying?
does
My
that
thermometer.
because they don't want no lawsuits. That's why the military is trying to protect themselves. You have no choice. We're going to take that family pay from you so that the family don't try to take the pay from us. That's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Well, shit, I don't have no money.
You know how much it costs to raise a kid, man? That
no
little
kids. I ain't got no money
$200 ain't
neither.
shit.
Oh, it's $200. No, you
That-
getting more than
That
that.
ain't shit.
I heard y'all was getting more than
Kids
that.
don't
Hell
cost
no.
that
I
much.
was getting more than that.
Man,
Kids don't
depends on
cost-
how
Y'all
old they
get,
are.
y'all get some for each kid y'all got.
No, we don't.
And y'all wife.
You just
they
get with
get some for the
dependents.
wife. The wife, and then they
And
only
then
get.
each kid y'all
Each
got.
depend-
Whatever
It's
is
only like
whatever is
$100.
considered a dependent, and it's much more than $100.
And then when y'all gone for 30 days, they be like, "Oh, family separate." Nigga, I'm gone for my family too. My mama at down.
Yeah, but you paying
You
all
been,
that
hey,
back
listen,
at
you've
daycare
been
and all
separated,
that
nigga.
extra, so-
I'm like,
For a
You've been
long
separated for a
time.
long
they owe me
time.
motherfucking back pay.
For your separation.
They owe me back pay. But anyway, y'all hear how crazy that sound?
It does.
That's how crazy they be sounding. Look, I'm the daddy and the mama. How, Sway?
Y'all was talking deadbeats. What y'all thinking about like deadbeats when it comes to
So
deadbeats in relationships? Tori, what did you have for
So
that?
I was angling that because like say example we talk about deadbeat fathers, mothers or whatever.
Yeah.
And they have kids but are not involved in their lives. What are you if you date one of those?
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying? Like say
that make
there's
a
a
lot of
guy I'm
sense.
interested in, he got kids.
What is it
Yeah.
called? An innocent
A
bystander.
deadbeat.
You ain't
You're
fucking innocent.
you
The
said you're
fuck?
not innocent.
You are not fucking innocent.
Whose kids are those?
But can you
Like what?
but-
You got
Wait.
kids? Oh,
Do you want my food? Here. Do you want me to pay for?
you're
half
not
of
an
this?
innocent bystander. Like,
What if
and
that
I really
person-
want to know.
Like,
would
what
you
if you
even
meet a
get
woman?
into that?
I mean, like I've dated women that don't have their kids in the household.
So
like
then what's the point?
the daddy is raising like the kids for
Yeah.
the most part, but the mom get them like every other weekend.
She
type
get
situation.
them though. She ain't a deadbeat.
She get them right, but
Ain't no juice boxes over there?
You ain't got no fruit snacks.
Fuck this house.
None. They don't get
Hey.
any of that. They have
Hey.
only cold pieces.
that's
and
the
liquor.
worst part about
I
dating
got
a woman
cold
with
pizza
no
and liquor
kids.
in my house.
Wait
man.
a fucking
That's
minute
the
now.
worst part.
That's the best team. What are you
Oh,
talking
me.
about?
Nah, I need juice
A
boxes.
Smash
single,
a single mama.
no,
She
a
always
dad with
got
visitation.
cold.
a
I
mom
came
with
over here
visitation.
for the Lunchables.
I came over here
Where
for
they
the
at?
snacks.
Y'all got to go to the women. They have all the kids. with
Oh
them.
yeah,
And they sisters.
Oh
kids.
yeah, and they get stamps.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
play with me on the snacks.
Come on.
Be 4 in the morning, eating
See,
a fruit
cook-
roll up.
They cook dinner
In my
every
drawers,
day.
look in my
So-
drawers with a Capri
Get your,
Sun,
man,
nigga.
get your ass out my kitchen.
I have something to say about this because my sister, she's very particular about how people take care of their kids. And
Uh-huh.
I know for sure if she met a man who was not taking care of their kids,
Mm.
she would not F with them. She would not date them. She would not play around.
Yeah.
And she'll tell them about themselves, which also makes that guy like, oh, I don't want to be around her. You know, so if you're a woman that cares about your own kids, you're not gonna be with a woman
Who ain't
now.
shit.
You're not gonna be with another person who don't give a damn about their kids.
That's
you have to
facts.
set your standards up. But men
They
have
don't
a
care.
MO of just dealing with whoever. Unfortunately,
I don't
I
think that's
actually have a
true.
question on what
Come
you
on,
just
I'm actually
said.
very much against that.
But
I
I
have a
just want to
question.
know:
Tell
would
me.
y'all date somebody who ain't shit to their kids?
But
Would
how?
Can't do it.
Would you do it?
so okay.
I mean,
so
if
would you
were-
date?
Actually-
Would you date a stripper who has to leave her kids all night long to dance so that she can take care of her kids, and you find out that those kids
What
aren't?
would you do if your son was at
Find
home?
out those kids are
Right,
aren't
right
wait,
alone
wait.
in the bedroom?
Hey, Kevina, I got a question.
So wait, her occupation would
Why
make her.
would a woman having standards about how the man raises her kids be off-putting to the man? Like,
Because he don't want to raise them kids right, so he's
No,
leaving.
I don't think it should be.
yeah, like, that's
off-putting.
crazy.
It
That's
shouldn't
cra-
be
I mean-
off-putting. It should be an eye opener.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
okay,
saying. Like, you should
First
already
off,
have been on
he
top
knew
of
he
that.
ain't want to
Yeah,
do.
you should have.
I'm just saying, y'all need to call in on this because I know nobody. I know there are people out there that are dating these deadbeats. And
It
I
is
say
what it
this
is.
conversation
If
comes
they
up
look, a lot of
because
times people do it and don't know they doing it.
Because they just met them 2 hours ago, and they looking around the room, look for their shoes, and they're like, "Oh my God, is that a baby stroller? Oh my
fucking
God,
can't.
is that?" You have to know what we talked about this.
Man, if you
Let me
2
ask y'all as
hours-
Deal
women.
with
If
anybody.
we
women,
met
though.
2 hours ago, you're not here to ask questions. So
There we go.
bedroom's
So
that
go
way.
on, and those are the
Wait.
people that get
Oh,
those.
if you met 2 hours ago and you already at the house, then maybe
Exactly.
they
Fuck
You
them
know why
kids.
you here. So why you asking me about that?
don't
Getting it
want
popping. Step into my bedroom, head ass.
Stupid.
No, I was
Yeah.
gonna ask the ladies though. Do y'all feel a certain way if y'all had a homegirl and she didn't have her kids in her house? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel some kind of way about that? Do y'all feel like a woman is less, or maybe something was wrong with her at some point, or maybe you know what I'm saying? Like, how does a woman lose custody? How does a woman lose? How does a woman lose like custody of a child, or maybe that's just a situation between the mom and dad? Like, how do y'all view that? Do y'all view that as differently than a man?
So obviously situations arise where, you know, because I have a lot of, personally, I have a lot of friends that are military, right?
Yep.
So situations happen to where the court may decide it's more feasible for the dad to have the kids.
Uh-huh.
But the initial reaction is going to be, what happened? Because the way that the government and society is,
Right,
it's
not
really
normal.
hard to take the kids away from the mother because they try to, you know, push the kids to
I
the mother
went through
initially.
that, though. I was married when I joined the Navy, and the dad already had children, so they had to stay there for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I felt that before.
And I don't think it's about the kids not being present when you're there. I think it's about people choosing to still acknowledge a relationship knowing that that person's a deadbeat. That's weird.
Yeah,
So with
that's
that
very
being
much so
said,
weird.
what's your actual definition of a deadbeat? Because we threw the term around, but we never clearly defined it.
So what I meant by a deadbeat is obviously somebody who is not actively. When I say actively, I don't mean like I get them every month, once a month.
You mean like
Sometimes
at all?
that's
Not overnight.
But
like
sometimes
I
that's
need-
all you're allowed to get. The
So
court
you talking
decides-
about just at all? Like ain't talking
Like,
you
about
have
fucking-
a, you have a
Active.
visitation plan. You're not a deadbeat because you
you
are
went
actually
and tried for that.
you're trying. I think a deadbeat is somebody who says excuses around why they're not in their child's
Exactly.
life.
Right.
Or
So-
somebody who, okay, you have, with today's world, you have accessibility to call your child, see your child via Zoom, FaceTime, whatever the fuck it is.
If the system
if
is
I'm
involved,
around you
that's
for a
not,
week,
not always an option. If the system and the court's
it
involved, that's
depends.
not always
If
an
you
option.
can hear that in someone's conversation, though.
Right. You got to
If
find
the
out.
mother
know somebody, you
herself
can
is
hear
blocking
that.
you independent from the courts. That's not always an option.
Right.
But you can hear
Yep.
the pain. Like when you talk about, if somebody is talking about their kids, you can hear everything that they have going on in their lives when they talk about their kids. You can hear it like, yeah, you know, I didn't really get this. You know, you can hear it
And
when
I
they say
think
don't
that
get to
those are
talk to their
parts
kids.
of
You know what I'm
relationships.
saying?
If you just dating right now, people, these people out here aren't trying to be in relationships. They fucking.
Well,
sucking.
ma'am, I'm single and I know this.
It's hookup
They
culture.
not trying.
Hey,
to
Carly, you live in the
They
cut
not
live.
trying to
What's your
date
name? Where you
nobody.
from? Talk to him.
It's Boogie, baby.
What's going on, Books?
Going on? How you
What
Shut
you got
up.
for us?
I'm done.
What we talking about, man?
Man,
What's up, the
Tori,
deadbeat?
Tori going in right now on deadbeats, and last week I made my opinion on it. I said the deadbeat, a definition of a deadbeat is basically whatever the opposite parent thinks of them. Because there's men out here that pay $5,000 a month in child support but never see their kids, and to that woman they're a deadbeat. But to some women they like long as he take care of
That's
them.
why
You know what
I'm-
I'm saying? So
Child
like,
support is the easy way out.
but that's what I'm
to me,
saying.
that's-
Some
that's
men
what
don't
I'm
pay
saying.
nothing.
That's
Some
what
men
I'm
are
It's
saying.
broke.
expensive, man.
Some
My
men
kids
broke
pay
and
$1,000
can't
a
work,
month
and they
be
spend
done
all
with it.
time with their kids, and the woman be like, "Damn, you took him to the park, but damn, he needs some shoes." Broke ass, deadbeat ass
First
nigga.
thing,
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think it
'Cause you
just
gonna drop double that on
depends.
daycare.
It just depends
to
on
me,
what the
that's so
opposite parent believes a deadbeat is.
Okay, so we're talking about somebody they date.
It's deadbeat mom. It's deadbeat moms and deadbeat dads.
And
Of
I think
course.
My thing about it, first of all,
That
we
statement
have
is
this
just
false narrative
it's
where
too
you got
general.
so many women out here talking about, oh, I'm an independent woman, but you're getting child support.
Mm.
Stop that, first and foremost. Secondly, you are, like I said, you got deadbeat moms and deadbeat dads. Like, deadbeat dads just ain't in the kid's life, ain't trying to do shit. That's a deadbeat. Deadbeat mom can also be characterized as if the dude got a better fucking life
And you won't let the kids
and
go
the
with them?
woman has a worse life, send the child to the daddy.
Mm.
Why would you make
Selfishly
the child
keeping
Why
the
would
kid.
you make him
Bullshit.
suffer with you?
And my thing was, I know everybody know what the beginning of Boys in the Hood started as.
Right.
Angela Bassett gave her son to
He
the
dropped
dad.
his ass off.
But
It
she-
happened to me in real life.
And
That's
she
my
had
real
the better
life.
though. She had the better life than the dad.
but she couldn't control him.
Look,
No,
She couldn't control him.
she could control him. She knew that he needed a father figure.
Mm-hmm.
At the
It's
end of
not
the day,
necessarily a bad thing. That
you
doesn't
don't
make
have
her
to
a
have
deadbeat.
money. You don't have to have money to be a good father
to know
figure.
better.
In my mind, I was like, why would she drop him off in the hood like that, though? You know what I'm talking about? Like, he seen a dead body. Like, the first day he landed, he was
But we
moving
made
the dead
it-
bodies.
He needed those. He needed
I feel
those
like at a
damn
certain point,
experiences.
the father plays a more pivotal
He
role.
needed those.
I
That's
got
right.
off of my daddy those
He
days,
needed
for
them.
sure.
She
And
allowed
money,
him to be with his father.
money doesn't determine
Money
who's
don't
the
make you
better
deadbeat.
parent, and doesn't determine who's the better parent.
100%.
Facts.
It's because a lot of women, excuse me,
100%.
ladies, but I've been on child support, so I can say this. A lot of women
you a real nigga.
have made have made the child the. Come on now. I'm off it now though, y'all. I'm good. I'm caught up.
Clap for that, too.
But let me
Yeah,
tell you
boy.
something.
Did you hear I'm
That's
caught
the real
up?
Juneteenth.
Because look, it can get interpreted both ways. A lot of women have made that monetize the child care thing. But if, like I said before, if you have a child as a woman, you know that you can get pregnant. You know that we can bring lives through our portal. So you need to be prepared during that
Horrible.
time.
I'm using that.
We're not gonna pass
Before that child gets here, you need to be mentally ready. You need to be monetarily ready for that child to come here. You shouldn't be determining whether or not that child is ready based off somebody else ever. I don't care how fast that man nutted in you. You need to be ready, and you need to be
I
aware.
hope it wasn't that fast. Like, damn, make it worth your while.
Whatever, don't matter, because
Taking a
guess what? For
shot at us
9
homo-
months,
Okay, just taking
You got
2
9
L's.
months to get
for
ready.
9
2
months,
L's in
you
one
could,
shot.
if you saved up $100 a month for 9 months, you have it. You have to do
She
something
be
for
taking little
yourself.
shots at us heteros.
You just can't, look.
Really do.
The breeders don't know this one's for the LGBT.
Breeders. She called us breeders.
That's
yo.
right. You
Damn.
have to
Sound like a
prepare
vampire.
yourself. Prepare
Yeah.
yourself, because we can't keep blaming each other. But you can't be like, oh, my nigga ain't shit. That's why me and my baby going through. What the fuck you talking about?
Big fact.
The baby is you. That skin
The
came out
baby
of
is
you.
you.
That's you.
But look though, I wanted
think
to.
Why you
missed a lot
gotta
of
be so
common sense.
fertile? You knew I was
I
gonna
just
shoot
think
this
we
shit
missed a
up.
whole lot of
Look.
a lot of common sense.
Right.
It is. It's
Like if
common
you know you don't
sense.
have, if you know you don't have the fucking money.
Stop
why are
having
you messing
sex
with
with.
this dude?
Thank you.
Stop
Y'all
taking
better
the
get
condom
that.
off.
Y'all better get that
Thank
galactic
you.
cap.
Condom off.
That part. If you can't pay for the Netflix and chill, stop Netflix
Hey,
and
Netflix
chilling.
like $8 a month,
Exactly.
man.
And if you look, a
That's
lot of
sad.
people, there's a lot of stuff going on out here. We're letting people reproduce on top of it. It's not fair.
It's not.
In all seriousness,
It's
though,
common sense.
go ahead,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't expect to drive across the country with a half a tank of gas.
Mm.
Stop.
You're not gonna make it.
Point.
So if you have a
You
child
ain't
with
gonna fucking
somebody,
make it.
if you have a child with somebody who won't call you back, who won't come open your door for you, who won't take you to a nice place or introduce you to their family, I'm talking about male or female.
Or
Then
how about this? Kevina? Take it further. If you with a man, he don't want to fucking marry you. Stop having a kid.
thank you. If even that part is so important. But if you haven't met anybody in their family, if you haven't met a sister or brother, they don't bring you around nobody. You can know them for 5 years and you've never met a cousin. You may not want to bring a child into that situation.
Just
Right.
well.
You're right.
Yeah.
Preach.
Common sense now.
That
Come on.
call.
But a caveat to that is their relationship with you doesn't determine their relationship with their child, because how many people do
Bullshit.
you know that can't stand their baby mama or baby
Because
daddy
they
but
can't
love
stand
their
them
kids?
because they did not have a choice. Who gonna hate the baby?
They love their kids. Would
Girl,
even take
you can't,
custody
who
of their
can
kids.
hate a
but
baby? If you hate a baby, you don't talk to me. Don't. Come on.
How
now.
cute is the baby?
The baby's cute.
Damn,
This baby
he
look
don't
like
like
Samuel
ugly
Jackson
babies.
then,
He don't
man.
like ugly babies.
He
Yeah.
won't talk to the baby.
This
Oh,
baby
baby's
look like
ugly.
Sam
baby.
Jackson and shit, man. Fuck
Nope.
them kids.
But
If
why
you
we
see-
gotta think all the babies are cute though?
And you gotta do what you gotta do.
If you see a baby that look like you
But
like, that's a
like-
cute baby. Nah, I can't stand the person that brought them here, but I like that
Yup,
baby.
that happens.
In all seriousness,
But
though,
I like that baby.
Looking
I
like
feel
your
like while you can
goddamn
be-
daddy.
Right.
While you
I
can't be
can't
financially
stand your sorry
ready for a
ass
kid,
daddy. I can't wait for you to graduate from high school, son. But I hate
I
your
think about
daddy.
it, man. Just,
Y'all better
always
stop
push,
saying
man.
that
Just
to
get
them
married.
kids.
Like you can be financially,
get
you
married.
can be financially ready, but I don't think you're ever mentally ready for a kid.
All right, Boogie, we got another caller, man. We got to get you off, G.
Because
We
they
appreciate
throw
you
all
calling, man.
kinds
Happy
of
Father's Day, man.
curveballs at you.
Happy
Just get
Father's
married, bro.
Day.
Happy Father's-
Get married.
You know,
Boy, that boy calling.
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press
What's going on, Gito? You live?
yes, sir.
You know, I'm about to
This
cut your
one
comments
cut
off.
two things. This one cut off two things, man. And I was thinking about this is this. One, the term deadbeat is always used to describe the male that he is in love. I feel like nobody ever says deadbeat mom. I've never heard a woman be called a deadbeat.
2021 they have.
They call them dead, but they don't say the mom part. They just say deadbeat ass.
Right. Nobody want to say deadbeat mom. That sounds like a crack.
I'll say it. Yo, deadbeat ass mama.
Well, damn.
Crab leg, Newport
I've
smoking
never
ass.
heard that, and I feel like that's unfair.
That is
as
what
soon
the
as
deadbeat.
and we're programmed to think that when we hear deadbeat, we automatically think the father. Like we're programmed that way. If you hear somebody say that term is a deadbeat, you gonna think the male first off, and it's not fair.
It's not.
The other thing is just because somebody has custody doesn't mean they're not the deadbeat in the relationship.
You're damn right.
And I feel like that's something that's described. Like you can have custody of the kid and still be the parent that isn't doing shit.
Oh yeah.
True.
Like I know for a fact I've talked to women before that literally rely on their child support to pay their bills.
Big facts.
I literally have a family member who is a fed, and I know I've told you this before, but his baby mama gets like $5,000 a month from him.
Wow.
She don't work.
Yeah.
She don't work at all.
She's invested
in some real shit.
At what point are you not the deadbeat? You don't even have a job.
Again, I know.
Child support.
Yeah, go ahead.
And you get government assistance to have housing and food stamps and all this stuff, and you got the nerve to complain about what he will and won't do.
But if the other parent
doesn't,
if the other parent doesn't like that, they should be fighting to have the children then in their care.
Yeah, but see, the thing about it is, it's kind of like this situation because of his job and how he has to move around. He's quote unquote being unfit to have the child because of what it takes him to do his job.
No, that's not like my situation.
So that was the issue, and that's just not fair to him, strictly because he's the most responsible parent out of the two. But because his job is a certain way, he can't get custody of his kids.
Nope.
Fair.
If your job is interrupting with you being a parent, then find a new job. Period.
Yeah, everything about priorities. Some people just look at priorities a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like some people feel like money is priority because without money
Money's
you can't
not everything.
provide because like
I don't
you got to
think
be.
it's that easy. That's simple though.
As far as what?
It's not that simple. It's not that simple.
It's not fair to say that because if you spent your whole life working towards a career, and then at that point, that career you can't do anymore because the government says you can't have your child, you're basically telling the person just basically negate every bit of work they did beforehand and then find something else to do. You can't just say that. You can't
you can say that because as a mother, you don't. If I'm the mother and I have 3 children with a man who I'm thinking I'm going to raise the children with him, right, where we're going to 50-50, I can do my career, you can do your career. And all of a sudden, I cannot do my career at all because your career has taken precedent. So now I have to stay home and collect money from the government, money from whoever, because we're no longer 50-50. Now you're off doing your career and I'm at home with the kids and I have to accept help because a mother, it's very, very difficult for any parent to work full time and raise any child, whether they're going to school or not, whether they're at home getting milk. Whatever it is, it's very difficult for a mother or a father to go to work full time or focus on their career while they have a child in the house, even if it's only one. So for 2 parents to be involved and for you as a mother or a dad to say, even as a dad to be like, okay, we're going to do this 50-50. We're both in the military. And so 50% of the time I'm going to have the child while you're out to sea. The other 50%, I'll have him, we're going to balance this out. So let's just say one of you guys decide, I'm not coming back from this tour. I get more money off in Bahrain. I'm going to stay out here overseas. You stay home with the kids. You'll be fine. How would that argument happen? So who's going to decide whose career is more important?
That's an individual situation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, no, that's a very popular situation. Dual military is very popular.
But
in that case, they usually
to stay in Bahrain.
So if
what
you
I'm trying to get across is that his job is not interfering with him being a parent.
How is it not? Because he's not going to leave his job to take care of the kids.
You can't just get out the military to be a parent, though. You're on a contract.
His job is not interfering with his ability to be a parent. It's interfering with his ability to have full custody. He's still there and active in his child's life. His children know who he is. They see him every week. It's not interfering with him being a parent. It's interfering with him getting full custody, and that's the issue. So
there would never be a reason for either parent to have full custody. Why would only one parent have
In
full
this
custody?
scenario, are the parents
Yeah.
married?
In this scenario, if it's a dual military thing, they usually have a third party that's actually like a guardian, and they can sign guardianship over
Or
to
even
that
if
person.
you guys are both working out
Kevina,
at
in
Burger
this
King,
scenario, are the parents married?
that shouldn't matter.
It does matter legally.
Because
it
if
does.
you,
All right, Gito,
but
appreciate the call, OG. We got another caller coming in.
if two parents both have a job,
Call from
you guys should be able to 50-50 split the responsibility,
press
right?
1.
Well,
To
it does
send a
matter
voicemail,
because it
press
matters in the
2.
case of legal guardianship or in the case of one parent's deployed versus the other.
Well,
facts.
obviously.
Calling you
you
live.
have
What's
to
the
have
name
a
where
care
you from?
plan for that reason. That's what the care plan is for.
We got a caller.
Baby.
Hey, T.Y.
What's going on, Ty?
What's happening? So, first off, I appreciate the Tori Adu for Sinead Bumper Curl.
He said Tori got the bumper curl.
Doing it for the culture.
Yes, what's
But
up?
no,
I feel
want to
more
comment
insecure.
on,
Oh my gosh.
Called up with the jokes.
What you got for us,
so
Ty?
I wanted to comment. I wanted to comment on that. Make a statement on the comment that was made as far as like the dual military. So for me, I'm active duty military. My son's mother is active duty military, and she's on ship and doing her thing, and I'm more so on shore. So definitely, it can work for both of us being active duty military and still raising our son together.
Mm-hmm.
Like because we both just can't get out and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna go do something else. We can't make the decision because we're locked in, and you decide to not go back, then they gonna come get your ass.
Big facts.
Right.
Facts.
That's a big difference.
So so we're trained to make things work. Like if you're gonna be a solid parent, you're gonna make it work. You're gonna figure out how to. That's why they have daycare. That's why they have summer programs where your kids can go and do things to keep themselves busy, so we can go out and work the full-time jobs and do all of that.
Yes, it's a teamwork thing. Clearly, it's communication.
Right.
It all comes down to communication.
Like she said, having kids should be a
A
mutual
mutual
agreement
agreement.
and not. Oh,
Not
I'm
a
pregnant.
oops,
Congratulations.
not
Oops, I'm pregnant. I was gonna say congratulations.
Hey,
I
things
don't know
happen.
what was going on.
Hey, things do happen, man.
What? She's pregnant.
Right.
All pregnancies ain't playing,
Yeah,
man. All pregnancies ain't playing. We all know that shit.
And we don't live
there's
in a world that
options.
should be. We live in a world that is. And the way it is that mothers have past the point of ejaculation, mothers have the majority of parental rights up to as far as
Even
the
as far as
pregnancy
getting
goes.
a plan B.
Yeah, that the parents.
Right.
So I mean, that is what it is.
It's not to incriminate mothers or indict them for getting pregnant, but that is to say that
Period.
fathers have little to nothing to say other than cut the check.
You only got so much power, but again, you gotta keep fighting. And if you're a daddy, you gotta keep fighting, and you gotta keep just stay consistent, my
Stand
nigga.
your
And
ground,
then, you got rights too. You got rights too, and daddies out there don't feel like you ain't got no motherfucking rights.
Y'all went in. I ain't got no kids. I'm trying to be married.
All deadbeat
That's the
mothers.
way to go.
You can tell a deadbeat mother, they're the ones that always getting the highest hella child support and amazing spousal support.
I don't know if that called him a deadbeat, but again, we was talking earlier about what a deadbeat is.
I'm calling them a
And
deadbeat
somebody
because
made a
they know-
comment.
I wanted
They
to make it.
understand.
Toya said,
Child support altogether is a big old hoax and crime.
I
so
believe the same thing, but somebody said according to Oxford,
Don't
it's.
get me started.
I'm trying to
I have,
find
like,
the
mixed feelings about child
comment.
support.
All right,
Somebody
that's
said
stop,
something
go
about.
up to, like
All right, here, yeah. She said that Black. It looked like Black made a comment, so it's all a perspective. When we
yes.
talking about what a deadbeat really is, like what is a
I
deadbeat?
hate comments like
and it's all about, in my opinion, it's the perspective of the opposite parent, because somebody on the outside can't tell nobody a deadbeat to a child that ain't theirs. You don't fucking know. You don't know what's going on inside this whole situation right here. So I believe it's what the other parent thinks. And she made a comment. She said not according to the Oxford dictionary, but apparently scholars are no longer needed. Perception seems to be going the going currency.
It's true. It's always been.
And
Everything
the truth is
subject to
what the fuck is a
perspective.
deadbeat
That's a
then? What does
cop-out
Oxford call a deadbeat?
That ain't in there. That's urban.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is
Let
the
me check
definition
urban.
Yeah, I
then?
was gonna say,
You know what I'm
see
saying?
what
If
it
it's a
says.
clear definition, then say that.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
I made a comment on the show last time about deadbeat mothers, or
Right.
I would not even say mothers, just deadbeat parents in general
they use the word I a lot. They equate themselves in the situation instead of taking themselves out and making it about the child itself. You can't raise a child when everything on your mind is, well, what am I getting out of this?
Right.
How can I benefit from this? It shouldn't be about you. It's about how that child can prosper.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So
I say it all the time to my son's mother. I say it all the time. When you remove yourself from the situation, you'll understand how easy this is.
it's so easy. Co-parenting is so easy.
Yes.
When you take the emotion out of it between y'all two and grow the fuck up, it's so easy, dude.
Yes.
Kids are easy. I don't know why people think raising kids are hard. No, it's not. It's hard if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Raising kids have been easy my whole life. I was easy to my parents and my cousins and all of them. But none of that shit hard. Kids are a joy. Kids are a joy to be around. They really are. And they can bring happiness into your life if you allow it. All that pain y'all got between two people, that's between y'all motherfuckers.
That gave me chills.
I was a motherfucking
Maisha
trip,
said-
and my kids are a motherfucking
Oh, I
trip.
see that right there.
Hey, that's all. Y'all probably best friends in that motherfucker too.
I was a
Probably
trip
best
to my
friends in there.
parents, and my kids are a trip to me.
Yeah, that's the best
Maisha
part
said
of
a deadbeat is someone who doesn't want to spend time with the kids nor provide for the kids. So my question earlier was, what if you're doing one or the other, right? So what if you spending all day with your kids, but you broke as fuck? And what if you spending all the money on your kids, but you ain't got no time because you too busy working hard for that money? You see what I'm saying? What if you one or the other? Does that make you a deadbeat? In some people's eyes, you would be.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to have either both or none.
Right, because if you have your kids,
Or you a
but you
deadbeat
drop
either
them off
way.
at childcare all day, every day to get money.
Right.
And,
Or you a deadbeat mom because you working 2 jobs and you ain't never got them? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That doesn't make you a deadbeat, right? So if you all providing, what's the difference? If you all providing as a man.
Hey, listen. It's based on the child.
Is
Like,
it?
does the child understand that you're working 2 jobs to provide the money?
They shouldn't understand shit.
don't-
They ain't old enough to understand
Yeah,
that yet.
Where
that
the
is a
child
stay
at?
in a
Where the
child's
child
place
at?
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where's the child?
The
Like
child-
working your 2 jobs?
They don't
A
understand.
child doesn't
So
understand the
here's the scenario.
concept of bills, taxes, regular
None of that.
household expenses.
Right,
so
right.
a child needs to
Hold
stay
on
in a
now.
child's
They know
place
they
when it
ate this
comes to
morning.
that.
I'm a
Right.
hold my comment.
They
but
know
the
they ate
caller,
this
the
morning.
caller was
Okay.
saying
Go
something.
ahead,
real
T.Y.
quick. Hold on.
So here's an example.
Mhm.
So to go off of what you were saying, if I was working all day and we live in a 5,000 square foot house sitting on 2 acres, and the kids are happy, everybody's enjoying everything. The kids got everything they want. My spouse is doing, loving life. Does that make me a deadbeat? Like, does that make me a deadbeat because I'm breaking my neck to work and
I mean, do
provide
you have a
everything that I
relationship with
need
your
to?
children, though?
I'm gonna tell you something.
You have to have
mean,
relationships.
That leads to the comment I was
Like,
going to make.
I go on deployment a lot.
Yeah.
And I provide for my kids, and I have a relationship with my kids because I go the extra mile. I'm overseas, but I'll still break my sleep to video chat my kids to see how they're doing. So I'm going the extra mile, but I'm also working and providing for my kids so they can have the things that people, less fortunate people, don't have.
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna tell y'all this. I don't have kids, but I'm gonna tell you something. No, as a parent, you don't get a rule book. One,
Mhm.
you do what you think is best for the situation you're currently in,
Mhm.
whatever it is. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when your kids get older, they're gonna tell you if you was a fucking deadbeat or not. Whether you gave
them.
all the time in the
Right.
world or you provided all the money in the world, one or the other, they gonna humble your ass because they don't understand what you was going through. Damn, all they see is daddy was gone. Yeah, daddy called me on the phone, but it'll hurt your feelings. It's gonna come.
Yeah.
They gonna hurt the fuck out of you.
So,
'Cause
like-
you
Have to
did
wait
everything
and
you
see.
could at that
To
moment
provide,
with everything you
yeah,
had because
yeah.
you don't get a rule book. But
They
the kids
still-
will,
they
will,
still
will,
mad.
they will still be upset.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell
And
y'all
forget
something, right?
about the things that you've done for them because they will focus on the things that they wish they
And you
had.
gotta
'cause
and
So
you gotta
growing up,
you gotta
right?
take that hit.
Growing up, my
you
father
do.
worked
You
a
gotta
lot.
be ready for that shit. 'Cause
And you
it's
gotta
coming.
take that hit.
So growing up, my father worked a lot. He was a corporate America guy.
I live with
so
my kids, so I'm
he was
good.
always
Yeah.
gone, before I woke up in the morning, and he didn't come home till I was down there ready to go to bed. He was always working, and when I was a kid, I felt a way about it. And when he did come home, he would come home tripping, getting on me about this and that, the type of shit that fathers get on teenage sons about.
Mhm.
And I would feel away. I'd be in my feelings and have my little resentment. And a lot of the shit that he would tell me didn't click until I was, 20, 25, 30. Didn't really understand it. But looking back, my father provided a life that a lot of people would be envious for. Like, I didn't grow up in the hood. I grew up in the suburbs. I wasn't on free lunch. I wasn't on food stamps. I really didn't want for anything. I dressed, I was a fly nigga in school and, all of that.
That's what's up.
So, looking back, it was like I was fortunate because a lot of people can't tell that story. A lot of people don't even know who their father is, and mine busted his ass. And so while he wasn't there to play video games and do all that other little type of shit, he was there, and maybe not in a physical form every moment of the day. He was far from a deadbeat. So I think that it really is subjective, and just because you're not there, you don't have some kind of wonderful custody deal where you can spend 23 hours a day with your kid or whatever, that doesn't make you a deadbeat. And I don't think that fathers should be knocked for having a career that is going to require them to be away from the home or be somewhere where they got to earn that living to provide that life for their child. Because I guarantee you would rather grow up how I did than how some of these other niggas did.
But the thing is, okay, so
a mother can do
Tanya,
that too.
Exactly,
Mom can do that too,
and that does not make the mother a deadbeat.
Right.
And Tanya said that ain't deadbeat shit. But again, what if the kid said it was?
So
What if the perspective? But what if the perspective of the kid was that my daddy was never home because he was always gone, and that's all he said.
You are ungrateful prick,
and that's
man.
all
I'll
he
tell
said.
you that to your face. Man.
Well, here's the thing.
To go over that.
All right, Ty, real quick, we're gonna get you off. Go ahead.
All right, so to go over that goes to have a strong co-parent partner with you. If she steps in and says, hey, no, your father was working, he was doing things to provide for you.
She can talk that
goes
shit.
A long
That
way
kid gonna think what they think.
In the mindset.
It's white kids that's mad at their daddies every day.
Hey,
for working hard.
Because he ain't got his ass whooped.
He ain't got his ass whooped.
See, y'all talking about.
I appreciate the call, Ty, man. You be good, bro. Happy Father's Day, man. You take care. Enjoy your weekend.
Happy Father's Day. But y'all, I noticed the comments they talking about kids right now. Like, I'm not talking about as they are children saying that you was a deadbeat. I'm talking about when they
get
become
older.
an adult,
right,
saying that you was a deadbeat because you weren't there. Remember how we say this all the time? Oh, she got daddy issues. He's a mama's boy. It's all because of the upbringing in the house and all that other shit that you had going on as a child that everybody's going to want that grass on the other side, that greener pasture, because their friend's dad was always going to the baseball game, but your daddy at the job because he got to provide for you to even play for the fucking softball team. You know what I'm saying? But you mad because he couldn't come to the game. You keep asking him and shit. As an adult, you will remember the negative, vice the fact that you was able to play on that damn game. And then listen, wait. You will have that those thoughts, right? And we can talk about mental health. That is the responsibility of the child to get rid of that, because that's now their problem. As a parent, you did what you were supposed to do. Raising an adult is no longer your job. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand as a parent that that's going to come to you. Don't be defensive because it is what it is, because you did the same damn thing to your parents.
And as adults,
everybody did that shit to their parents.
As an adult, you should have the emotional intelligence to step back and look at the situation.
Some people don't. That's why they need to go therapy. Shit.
They're emotionally unintelligent.
Take your ass to therapy.
As an
handle
adult,
that shit.
the ideal scenario is that you have the emotional intelligence to step back and look at a situation for what it really is.
I'm still mad at my mama. Why she?
You might, yeah. That kid's dad might have been the coach of the little league and went home and beat the shit out of his moms.
Yeah, you don't know all that.
You don't be knowing.
I had a kid on one of my basketball teams. After practice, his mother drove home and killed herself.
Oh, well, shit.
So, I mean, the grass may, in fact, appear greener because you're looking at it from a distance.
It got a lot of shit in the yard.
You go over into that fucking yard and there's dog shit and gophers and some more shit over there. And then you like, damn, man, I could deal with a little bit of crabgrass. This really ain't that bad.
It grow good in the summertime.
You know what I mean? So don't always look at somebody else's situation and compare it to yours.
Right. So again, Brandon Ingram keeps commenting perspective. It is definitely perspective. And I was going to make that comment about what the initial question was: would you date somebody who is quote unquote a deadbeat? But y'all want to hit on the head talking about something. If you don't know their life, you can't call them a deadbeat. But again, it's
what you know.
But again, it's my perspective and whether
Once
or
you
not I
know,
want to
you
date
know.
a motherfucker who I think is a dead, because if I'm dating you, maybe one day I want to have a kid with you. But if I think you're a deadbeat already, why the fuck would I want to date you? Why would I want to have a kid with you?
Now, the
So it is
purpose
on
of
my
dating-
perspective.
Big
Good
fact.
day.
The
Good
purpose-
day,
yes.
deadbeat daddy.
There we go.
I agree with you, Tori,
Good
because
day.
the purpose of dating is to vet someone for marriage or a
kids.
more serious relationship or even kids. So if from what you see, it's not looking good, then you know,
don't
yeah, I
fucking
agree
do
with
it.
you on that.
Back up.
I ain't dating no deadbeats in my eyes.
We got
We got a caller. Caller, what's your name? What's your size?
What's your sign?
Caller, you
What's
in
your
here. Caller, what's your
sign?
name? What's your name? Where you from? Talk to him.
I want to know they sign.
Yo, they
My
sign.
name is Tanya.
Tanya.
Tanya. Hey.
Yeah.
Gemini's in the building, man. Gemini's
Had their
up.
birthday coming up. I passed.
Mine just passed.
No, my birthday just passed. It was on the 4th.
All
Mine
right.
too.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
belated.
Happy birthday, fellow Gemini.
Happy belated.
What's on your mind?
Thank you. I feel like y'all having two different conversations.
Clearly.
All right, go
We
ahead.
have one conversation about how children have perspectives on their parents.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, kids, their brains are not developed. They don't think how they think. But I don't think that deadbeat means what y'all think deadbeat means.
What's your
Okay.
definition?
I posted my definition from the Oxford
She posted the
Dictionary.
Wait.
dictionary definition.
Oh, the
somebody
Oxford- that was you.
Oh,
Okay.
that was
somebody
you.
Yes,
fleckless.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody
Because it's
fleckless
being
and
real
idle.
about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Because if we're being real right now, right?
Always,
Always.
please. Yeah.
That everybody that's being called a deadbeat is not a deadbeat.
Facts.
Uh-huh.
Just because somebody's working and cannot spend that time because they're working doesn't make them a deadbeat.
Okay.
I'm telling you like this. I worked overnight for 2 years. I didn't see my child for 2 years, and I lived in the house with her
Mm.
because I was trying to make a better life for our child,
Facts.
right?
Uh-huh.
But these are conversations that we should have, and instead of just labeling people deadbeats, maybe what we should be doing is taking a roll back and looking at why are we making these choices in the people that we're making the choices in, and what is it in us that's saying this person is acceptable for me to just lay down with willy-nilly and make a child and
Yes,
not know
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
what
Yes,
type
ma'am.
of person they're going to be.
Big facts.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, a lot of
the
people
young
don't
man,
check
I
all that.
can't remember the man's name, but the young man on the left with the blue shirt on,
Mm-hmm.
he's speaking real facts and y'all not listening. Okay?
What facts you agree with that he said? What do you agree
All
with?
of it.
And who's
Shit,
not
I
who's not
can't
listening?
listen.
And
Who's
I
not-
can't remember what the hell he said.
Who's
so
not?
go ahead and refresh.
Yeah, who's not listening?
Okay, well, let's put it like this. The man is saying that we must, as people, take accountability for our own actions
Mhm.
and our own choices.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean that daddy's bad or mommy's bad or they ain't shit just because they had to work or they had to do this or they had to do that. Kids' perspectives are very different because, again, their brains aren't developed.
Mm-hmm.
They understand differently when they become adults.
Right.
But it is up to us as the parents to teach them that, hey, mommy has to do this or daddy has to do that,
Right.
right?
But I don't
If
think
you're
I,
not,
well,
as
I initially brought up the kids
Okay.
having this perspective, and I didn't mean it as a child. I
yeah.
meant a
As
kid
they
who is
got
now
older.
an adult will humble you to you
What they
worked
remember.
overnight for 2 years. They'll remember that, and that will be a molding figure in their lives. Like,
Depending
it's
on
gonna
the
depend
child.
on obviously,
And that's what I was saying.
That's true,
It depends on the
because-
child because
But
some kids can
typically-
understand that.
Yes.
Some kids
But-
don't, and they
Right.
don't care.
However-
They just know you wasn't
however-
there.
Yeah.
Right.
Typically those things happen
Yes.
because we as the adults that are in those children's life didn't actually take the time to explain to them, hey, this is how the world works. You know,
Right.
some shit's fucked up.
I
some
don't
shit's
agree.
not, right?
I don't agree because again,
Well, you might.
I know I can't. We can say that yes, the parent will explain to the child or whatever. Again, it's going to depend on the child because the child may not understand it and still carry that all the way into adulthood. I have 4 siblings. We all grow up in the same house. I don't understand how they so fucked up, but they watch it. They know they fucked up. Anyway, I don't understand how they're so messed up. Like, it don't make no sense to me.
My granny, listen.
Right.
My granny had 12 kids, and every single one of them kids has a different personality.
Exactly.
But let me tell you one thing. But let me tell you one thing. If you are actually in a relationship to create and procreate, and you are actually, instead of just being out here fucking willy-nilly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you are saying, hey, let's actually take accountability for the shit that we're doing and not just saying, fucking, oops, we had a baby.
Exactly. You don't know that.
That's a very different scenario than mommy and daddy were together, had kids, some shit happened, mommy had to work or daddy had to work, and people couldn't be there.
Right.
Big
And I
time
think
difference.
That's the
For
part
sure.
that we
produces
forget
a
in all
different
of this.
perspective. It
For
produces
sure, that's
a different
another
outlook.
side of the story. Because I mean, all of us have different backgrounds, single parent households, both parents, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you all have to remember, when we speak, we're speaking from our experiences. My mother was a single parent, but she married often, 7 times. Anyway, she married. She was never single.
She was trying.
She was married. I always had a
She was
stepfather
looking
in the
for
house, but that's something that I saw, and I'm speaking from my perspective. When he talks, he speaks from a 2-parent household.
Reality.
You know what I'm saying? We have to remember when we talk, we may
have
not
two
agree with
different
him, but we have 2
experiences,
different
yeah.
experiences. It's not that we're not hearing what he's saying. It's just we don't see that.
Nah, I hear what he's saying, but he's talking about what we call
Right.
preventive maintenance. Like,
Right.
that's the shit
Yeah,
you
you
do
gotta do that
before.
beforehand.
That's the
That's
shit
the
you do
problem.
before it happens,
Sorry, I have
right?
a question, and it's not meant to be funny, but what was that like growing up with
But I
7
think,
stepfathers?
but real talk, and that's what I was going
Not trying to be funny.
meant
That
to be
wasn't a
funny
joke.
At all.
It's
Like,
fine.
at the end of the day, we all have accountability as adults to make our own
Big
choices
facts.
and make proper choices.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't be sitting out here saying, oh, men are bad or women are bad. This
Right.
is why the black community has the problems it has right now, because we black men and black women are sitting here fighting each other, and for what?
And you know what?
We really should be trying to come together and say, hey, you know what? Let me help build my black man. Let me help build my black woman. Because let me tell you something. I grew up in a single parent home.
Yeah.
Okay? I didn't know my daddy. I didn't know nothing about him. I didn't know where I came from.
So you want to do different and be
But-
different.
Yes. But at the same time, if we keep laying down,
Mm.
and it doesn't matter what our background is, if we as black people keep laying down with whoever
Right.
without having these conversations and without saying, hey,
Nothing will change.
okay, where's your
It's
head
changing.
at? Where's your perspective? And actually paying attention to the signs of what people are showing us, we're going to continue along this path.
Can I
we're
say
gonna
this?
Continue
I don't
having
think-
a whole bunch of broken children.
I don't think
breaking
that's
other people.
I don't think that's happening as much now, because I'm
Ain't
watching
nobody
it.
having
I'm
no
watching it
kids.
from the outside. Look, ain't nobody having no kids. Ain't nobody having no kids. Listen, I'm telling you right now, compared to the generations ahead of us. Okay, let me ask you.
They're
Let me ask you
having-
this,
Wait,
Miss
wait,
Toy.
hold on.
Let me ask you this, Miss
Yeah.
Toy. You said your grandmama had how many kids?
12. I heard it.
Didn't you just say that?
Yeah.
How many you
How many?
got?
How many you got?
I bet the last 2 just walked out.
I have 2.
Do you see the difference in the generational gap? What I'm talking about right now? People not having kids like they used to because they are child shaming people. If you talk about, oh yeah, bro, she got 3 kids. Niggas like, damn, she got 3 kids? 3 kids wasn't shit back in the day. You see what I'm saying? It is getting quote unquote better. People on birth control. People are more educated about sex. They got the after morning pill. Even if you made a mistake.
After morning?
No.
What?
After morning?
You know what it is more than me. I'm
Here,
sure.
here, take this pill.
No, I don't. I use my calendar.
No,
It
let me tell you
works.
something.
Oh my.
But I don't think kids. I don't think kids are
Okay.
being produced like they were in the generations in previous past. I just don't. I just don't see it with my
But
own
I don't
eyes.
think that. But I don't think that has to do with actually
does have
trying
the app.
to
You gotta use
just
the
feel
app
like
for
we
that.
have less kids.
Wait.
If we understand our history as black people, we actually understand our history. A lot of the reason that people had larger families back in the day was because of where they lived. And
I'll be right
secondly,
back.
they were actually living on farms and things like that.
Yeah.
And so they had more children to take care of the farms and take care of the other children.
Mhm.
We know this. Historically, this is fact. You can look it up.
Mhm.
You know, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe
No.
the scholars,
We
but
understand. Yeah,
it
we
is
already.
fact, okay?
Mhm.
Woo-wee. But yeah,
The reason that we are different now is because a lot of our historical figures in our lives, whether we were from single family homes or otherwise, were teaching us and saying, hey, do better, do better, do better, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we had a lot of hard-headed children that said, I don't have to do it. I can do what I want to.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, but there are articles out right now that's saying that a lot of people don't have kids and they're buying homes for their dogs.
Mm.
I did that.
People are now treating dogs like children,
bought a
especially
home
here in
for your
California.
dog.
In California,
because we can't afford. Listen, you
they
can't
can't
tell me
what?
nothing. Where I live right now costs 2-3 times as much as California, and I don't care what you say it costs you more to pay. So I understand.
Where you live?
I live in Bermuda. Look it up.
Oh, yes,
My
ma'am.
word. My God.
I was over there. I went swimming in that water there.
Yeah, I'm cool on
it's
that.
Real crystal clear.
I chill in San Diego. I thought we had it bad. You talking about 3 times more than San Diego? My word.
Bermuda is more expensive than San Diego?
When I say,
I guess because everything's
understand what you're
imported.
saying. I understand where our people are coming from, but we have got to, as a culture, say, you know what? We got to sit down together and stop saying moms are deadbeats, dads are deadbeats.
I agree with that.
Father's Day is coming.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn if your daddy's in your life or not. I don't even talk with my daddy. Okay?
I don't know who
So
mine
Father's
is.
Day is Sunday. Okay? Father's Day is Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And we should be cherishing these men.
Yeah, I agree with that
Whether
100%.
it's fathers, uncles, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
that are taking care of these kids and taking the action to say, let's bring our children into a better place. Instead of sitting out here saying, well, let's give credit to the mamas and being the daddy's too, because some of them mamas ain't being the daddy's too.
Right.
Some of them mamas is assholes and preventing daddies from actually taking care of their kids. But we don't want to talk about that part.
Oh no,
right?
we talk about it
really-
openly over here.
we gonna
Miss
let 'em
Tony,
know.
we really appreciate the call. Hey, and happy Juneteenth. We can say it out loud. What's happening?
That's right.
You
Yeah,
enjoy,
and
you enjoy your
I was saying
weekend.
that shit at work
You enjoy
anyway.
your weekend.
Yeah,
and,
you
and,
too.
and,
They
and
was
you
looking
And
really-
happy
crazy.
Father's Day.
I had
Thank you
dropped
so
my
much.
leave, and then turns out tomorrow was a day off anyway. So I was like,
Oh, y'all
fuck it,
really
I'm
got
on
that day
leave
off
anyway.
already?
Oh, it's all
I was
good.
I took leave for it anyway, so it was what it was.
I was taking leave anyway.
That man said I'm gonna be coughing anyway.
Tori, you want to talk about A and B relationships? You wanted to get on
Yeah,
that?
but I don't know. We gone on.
We've been
today.
rolling.
Ooh.
On my
So
mama.
what?
But it's a whole
So
part-time
what? Let's
job.
roll into
Hey,
it.
look, let's roll into this. Let's go into this.
go.
Let's go into
Let's
this real
go.
quick. I want to talk about this before we get off
So
here
when
today.
we say A and B, we talking about alpha and beta.
All right, so check this out real
Right.
quick.
Thank you.
Let me go into
Beta.
this. Let me go into this real quick.
I
real
really
quick.
appreciate that more than you'll ever realize.
All right, so Alpha and Beta.
Beta.
All right, so the game, who I usually don't agree with, sometimes I feel like he on some
He's
pick
so
me.
cute.
I feel like he on some pick me nigga.
And
shit.
I pick him.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like pick me. First of all, I don't like pick me people. Like
What's
that.
a pick me?
Pick
What
me
does
be
that
them people that
mean?
just
Be like,
post
oh.
stuff. Oh, pick me. Like
A
people
woman-
that just say shit
I mean,
to
but-
just get
Let
the
me say
attention of the
something.
opposite
A woman
sex.
should.
Isn't
A
that
woman
what
should
it's
cater
about?
to their man.
Real players get chose.
Nah, I
do
don't
they
know if that's
not?
player. I think that's simping in a way.
Look.
Some of the shit he do is simping.
Well,
I don't like
game
playing
be on some
video
other
games,
shit,
but
I'm
dudes
talking
do.
about the term "pick
Right,
me"
you
as a
about to say that.
standalone.
I gotta play-
What does that mean?
I got a PlayStation in my living room right now. I don't play games, but dudes do. No.
Hey.
Deuce, dude. Nah.
Yeah,
No, he
don't
said
track
video
them.
games.
Yeah,
You got
it's
Capri
the bait,
Suns?
The bait.
Right.
Big facts. Hey, Kevina, can you read that for me? Can you see that?
Let's
that boy-
normalize being normal. You don't need a Chanel bag or a BBL to be considered beautiful and feel like you're more of a woman.
Amen.
And my beep, my end.
Uh-huh.
I
And my
hate
niggas,
that.
my niggas working a regular
My
job,
niggas working
driving
a
cool
regular
little whip.
job and driving a cool little whip is still cool as fuck to me.
Yeah.
Stop letting this social media shit fuck y'all heads up.
There you go.
Okay,
Now look,
period.
I like that. I like you ready with a little tool too. So the game posted this, and
sound
we
like a
and we
narrator,
gonna dip
man.
on it, man. On real talk, we gonna dip on it because we've been kind of talking about this. We hitting on it a little bit, but we're not normalizing normal anymore.
Yeah, you remember all them women that y'all used to like back in the day?
I remember Zaria from Parenthood.
Oh yeah.
I
oh, she
love
with her
her.
lazy eye.
Ooh,
That
hey,
bitch had a
I
lazy eye
kissed
over
it.
there.
Hey,
I
got-
feel like the
she was-
normal, the nice regular women,
Yeah.
us women that are just out here just trying to take care of ourselves and take care of our families.
Yeah.
Using all the right
That,
butters.
we're the minority at this point because they're. But if you think about it, I don't know about you two gentlemen, or
Yeah.
you, if you've ever been around a woman whose number one priority is
Mhm.
to be loved on Instagram or to have the best body, or
It's annoying.
if you see their real life, Or even the women that have their hair done a certain way every week. If you see their real life, their house, their kitchen, their bathroom, how
Dirty.
their kids.
On my mama. On my mama, that shit
Hey,
dirty.
that palette be deluxe though.
Hey, they want
5
they
blankets.
want.
Give me 5 blankets.
You got 65 pillows on the floor.
Every piece of clothing
Feel like a
that they
king on
own.
that floor, huh?
It's a lot of
They
background.
be knowing what the hell to get out that trunk.
I
It's
be
a lot
like-
of look. Let me go get my jeans. My
I'll be
outfit.
laid
We'll
out
be
on
ready.
that
I'll
bitch
be
like
ready.
Lord of the Flies.
Y'all.
There's a lot going on behind the scenes. It takes a lot to look good on IG. Let me tell you, it takes a lot
That's
of
some of the best,
homelessness.
some of the
Right, you
best
can't
nights
worry
of my
about
life.
nothing.
You can't pay rent. You can't pay rent and be the baddest bitch on the internet unless
got
you're
car-
doing
I got
it for
carpet
together.
I be
You gotta
going
do
to
it
the. How the fuck
together.
I get carpet burns on my hands?
Man, you ever
Boy,
try to-
what is you
Y'all
doing?
know-
She got
Hey,
50K.
Hey,
She
I
got
used to talk to.
50K
I talked to a
followers.
chick that was bad online. You hear
Yeah,
me? I was
yeah.
like, oh shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
She
You
was
went to her
calling.
house.
Went to the crib.
She let you come in.
First of all, she didn't even want me to see what she drove.
Get out
That was
of here.
already a red flag.
Hey,
What
yo,
she drive?
She had a
whoever-
car.
She
that-
had a
drove a
Toyota.
Nigga,
She had a
that
car.
Roller.
She had that car from Martin, gas up the Pacer. You know what I'm
Whoa,
talking
no.
about? That
Gas up the pace.
When
Pow,
I was
pow.
in Florida, man, I seen a chick
What
that
about
had
her
roaches
house?
in her car.
Oh God,
I shit you not.
you got to be working hard for that dirt. For have roaches in
I
your
seen
car.
2 of them. So the first one
Were they
was.
big or little ones? The little ones
So
or the big
the,
ones?
the second one was
I ain't
because the
riding.
first one I just heard it. I never saw her car. Somebody just told me about it.
the
Like she got
roach?
roaches in her car.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking about
So
you
now
heard
the
that.
second one.
Nah, that was in
what-
your head, nigga.
The second one was what was crazy though, because I was hollering at her after the club, right? So you know how you do? You leaning against the driver's side window.
Oh my god.
And you started, and you shooting your shot and all that, and the roach ran out from under the seat,
Oh my
up the
God.
little side to where the little
The
feet
seatbelt.
vent be. You know where the little
Come on, man.
That's
air blows out
embarrassing.
by your feet. The
Yeah.
bitch ran out from under the seat and up the vent.
My God. So he had a route.
Bailed,
was
nigga.
He knew where he was
That
going.
car,
He was
right?
going.
I'm like,
He had
yo.
been there for a while.
There's
He knew
a
where he was
stranger
going.
at the
He
door.
just. I'm like, yo.
Hey, I'm good, babe.
Look.
All right, have a good night,
So
sis.
look,
Right.
hey, y'all
Go
enjoy
ahead,
y'all
I'ma be
night,
here
man.
at the
I'm gonna
house.
holler at y'all.
Yeah.
man.
I remember I was in my early.
Oh
I remember.
my God.
Oh my
y'all remember
God,
back.
what, nigga?
Y'all remember
I'm
back
finna
in the
get a
Black
number.
Planet
No,
days.
I can't believe
yeah.
she had a roach in her
I
car.
met a
how
chick on
you-
Black Planet, nigga, a
I know some
long
people
time
that got
ago.
married
back.
from Black
I went to
Planet.
her house from Black Planet. I went to her. I never forget it. I went to her house and I was standing at the door and I could see the roaches in the. They had so many roaches in the house. She was like, "Are you ready to go?" And I was like, "Damn."
Hey, you took me back.
Did you go? You went on that
No,
damn
I
date.
did not. I swear to God, dude.
You took
Liar,
It was.
bro.
back
Check
to
It was
the
Black
such.
car
Planet.
for
It was
roaches
such
in
an
the
itchy moment.
morning.
No, real talk. But no, I was telling y'all about the one chick I met, the bad chick. I went to her house and she had she had no headboard and she had like a air mattress.
Of course she did.
But I couldn't tell it was an air mattress yet.
Until you
Because
got
it was made up. She had the
Because
bed made up all
water
night.
bed.
And I was
Pillows.
like, okay, motherfucker, nice. It was on the ground. I'm like, okay, so
Cozy.
you have a pillow top. Okay. So I laid down on my phone. I'm like,
No,
oh shit, this
you're not
motherfucker
into
air
Tahiti.
mattress, right?
If
So-
I told you how many chicks got slayed on my air mattress, you wouldn't
Oh,
believe me.
God.
Nigga, the air mattress
The Aero
sex
bed has a good
is an
one.
I would have
adventure.
popped some
It's
air
kinda
mattresses.
like
I'd have to go to Walmart
It was an
in the middle of
adventure.
the
It's like
night
laying
and
on
cop
the water
another
bed,
one.
ain't
Bruh,
it?
nah,
When the
it's
air
worse than
come
that.
out, when
No,
the air-
because I went to sleep up
Right.
here, and when I woke
Cause
up,
that shit
nigga,
be
I was
loud
on the
as a
carpet.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Man. You got
Make it
roommates
work.
and shit. That shit be like boom, boom, boom.
You gotta have balance to have sex.
You gotta
on the
keep
air
the air going
But
in
why
that
not just let the shit flatten?
Hey, you
and
pop
use
that motherfucker and it
the
sink
floor.
from the middle.
The floor has
So
more.
you sink down into the middle of it, and then the sides come up around you.
Oh, so you guys are
Y'all
on.
in the whole
Yeah, but you
Y'all
like
in
fuck it.
It was
cause, you
trash.
know, I'm not
It
about
was
to
trash.
waste this nut,
Not
so
doing
I'm
it
about to
again.
finish right here on the floor.
Said
Like,
we didn't start it now. We didn't start it now.
I'm drinking the damn drink.
We didn't
Okay.
start it now.
hey,
But
man,
look though,
it
we
was-
got y'all done went down a
2000s
rabbit
was a
hole with that
wild
shit.
era, man.
Boy, look at y'all having memory lane and shit. I
I'm
ain't
just
never.
saying.
Disgusted.
I'm just saying, we got to normalize. Anyway, normalize being normal. Stop trying to
Right.
look like everybody else
It's
and do everything
okay.
else.
It's okay if you have to go to work in the morning. It's okay if you have to clean the kitchen before you have to leave the house. It's okay.
They ain't doing
Ain't
that
nothing wrong
these
with
days,
that.
man.
Ain't nothing wrong with normal. I
They
promise
better
you.
clean that damn kitchen. As far as I know, if your kitchen is clean, your bathroom is clean, you're okay.
Right.
Normalize.
I'm gonna tell you what I do. I
Yeah.
make sure I make my bed every morning.
Yes.
If the day's fucked up,
Okay.
at least I did one thing right.
No, that's a good one.
But it's a good. I'm gonna tell you this. It's a good
I
feeling
did
to
one
come
thing
home.
right.
It's a good feeling to come home to a clean house too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like if you ever go out of town, right? The one thing I like to do is when I go out of
Don't
town,
fucking
I
leave
clean
that
my
shit.
house before I
That's
go out
the
of of
best.
town.
That's the
Because when
best.
you come home from out of town
You need
and you
that.
walk in your house and your shit clean, oh my God.
Yep, you happy to be home.
It just feel like,
I earned my
you know what I'm saying?
So,
If you got to come home from driving out of town or a long flight or whatever, and you come in your house dirty and you got to clean up.
That's anger.
Yeah, now you mad. Now I'm mad right away.
Damn, I knew I should have took that trash out. That's the worst one. You better take that trash out.
Ain't shit phase, when I was on my ain't shit days, I used to field day my house on Wednesday.
Boy said field day.
Dead ass, top to bottom, bathroom, shower room.
That means clean. It ain't fun, y'all.
Because I was going out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then
you knew you was bagging the hose.
Yeah, so either they would come to the house,
bagging the hose.
They would come to the house after the crib, after whatever function I was at over the weekend, and then whoever I was already fucking with would come to the house Monday and Tuesday. So then I made Wednesday like the day off that I clean up and, you know what I'm saying, have everything looking right.
A system.
Okay, he had a system, a coochie skit. We are, a coochie system.
I would make Wednesday the day that everything would be on point. Because, I really don't be there like that. So it wasn't that messy. It wasn't that hard to do.
That's like, it's easy way to keep it clean.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I knew I wasn't going to be there because I was going to be out at night. And then Monday and Tuesday, somebody else was going to be over there. So, I just have it like,
And any of those people could have been, could have caused you to be in a deadbeat situation.
Any one of them.
Any one
I got
of
a
them.
Tori story.
You see how the universe operates?
We doing this?
Hold on, I got a Tori story, guys.
Tori story.
I like that.
Tori story.
Since we talking about back in the day, I ain't shit. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
God, we know, Tori.
I ain't shit. So, being that I'm in the military, I move about every year because I ain't paying that extra rent. Y'all gonna have to give me something before I pay extra rent with y'all. I'm gonna move somewhere else that's cheaper. Anyway, I didn't have a lot of furniture. I was pretty much living in a bachelor pad. I had the basic essentials, right? I purposely will only put
air mattress,
the light,
a case of water.
Y'all got all the air mattress jokes.
No. I had a real bed. I ain't had no air mattress because I gotta sleep right.
That's why when I
I will put the light, Facebook, the lamp.
Like, blah blah blah.
Oh my God.
I will put my lamp, my one lamp, like the floor lamp, in my bedroom. Right.
Yes.
In Virginia, they don't have ceiling lights. You don't have a switch. You gotta have a lamp in each room. Right.
Okay.
And so when people would come over, they'd be like, "Dang, you ain't got no lights."
Tori, they didn't give a fuck. They didn't care.
I say,
was like, girl, I got you.
I say, hold on.
Here goes a lighter.
The lights in the room.
Oh, the light in the room.
The lights in the room.
And they got one light in this motherfucker.
Whole man. She's a whole man.
Damn right. Living like a.
That's okay. I got the bathroom light.
Right, the lights in the room.
All right,
I'm
all
gonna
you
need
need
that.
to see.
It light up the whole hallway.
The TV was in there too. Yo, you ain't got no TV. The TV's in the room.
I like to do it with the lights on.
TV's in the room. There's a bottle of water next to your side of the bed. Be ready to lay down. Let's go.
Right, but look though, disclosure.
Not the bottle of water.
Disclosure for you, baby.
I want to be comedian. Nothing I say is true.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Nothing I say is true.
Nothing I say is true.
Continue with the
Everything I
truth.
say is all
Continue
facts.
with the truth.
That's
Go
why
ahead.
I'd be like, yeah, you capping.
We with it.
No, but for real.
Somebody said your
one
name.
lamp. Yeah.
So you should have had more than one goddamn
Hey
lamp.
man,
Right.
I had one
Hey,
damn
look.
lamp.
Or at least plug it up
I
in that
second
plug.
No, you would
know
be
the plug that
surprised.
work with the clip?
military
Yeah,
gives you
you
guys
posted
money.
that.
The military gives you money for
Kenya
every
Kenya
essential.
Johnson, I
I
second
know
that.
about the fleet and family services. Okay?
I don't care.
They'll give you what you need.
I'm telling you, man. How do you
Free
think
lamps.
I'm cheap?
I like
I ain't
fucking
give a
with the
fuck.
lights
free
on.
lamps.
So
I didn't give a
I'm
fuck.
gonna need you to turn on the hall light of the TV,
I don't
play a
care.
video on your phone or the
phone
flashlight or
lights
something.
Y'all don't
'cause
understand how long I live with just a bare minimum. I'm a simple person.
I like to
I ain't
see
got
all
time
that.
for
I'm with
having
you.
all
Look,
that
I'm
shit.
with you.
Minimalist.
I'm with you for sure.
One day
promise.
I went in my bedroom. I said, "Damn, why the fuck I got this dresser?" I got rid of it.
Oh.
The whole, where'd you
The
put
whole
the clothes?
dresser. Man, we hanging this shit up and folding that
You hung
shit
up the panty drawers too?
No, I bought the.
she got socks on
what
the
do you call
hanger.
Is it socks on the
Got socks on the
minute.
chimney.
Hold on, look.
Got socks on the chimney like Christmas time. All year
5
round.
socks on a hanger, Gina?
She done clipped the condoms to the little
Oh, me.
fucking
No.
pants hanger, the little children's hanger.
They go left. They go left. They go
got-
left.
Ain't
No,
even got a
you know,
vibrator
there's a
drawer.
little
She got a vibrator on
container,
her
not a
hanger?
container, but the little
In the sock.
divider
rolls
stuff where you
just
roll your
hanging.
socks and you put them in there. You put
There you go.
and you put it at the top of the. Man, I be doing it.
Don't let them
Y'all done made that
Hey,
shit
Tori,
look
I
crazy.
like
I'm
Tori.
gonna need you to.
I
don't
like
got
that you
no
live a
dresser.
simple
No,
life,
look,
man.
shit.
I'm with
Man,
it.
I'm gonna need you to do something. That's crazy. I'm
How
gonna
is
need
it
you
crazy?
to step that
At
up.
least more room in my bedroom
She
for
said this
activities.
is-
For
now, this is
activity.
the
We
We can
past.
do so many activities in
You
can't
ain't
here.
have
in my
a
room, so I
wall-to-wall?
can't laugh.
Huh?
You be going from the window to the wall with yours?
Lil Jon in that
front
bitch.
to back. She said, I got front, back, and side to side.
No, I have the shag
Then I let
rug
the
in there as
Alpines
well.
play.
But anyway,
The
y'all
good
want to
old
go
life,
now.
the good old single life.
But,
Good old single life.
Damn.
No dresser life.
but you know, you
Bucky.
owe. I went to
Let
Target.
me
and
go
I
to
seen
my
these
trunk
felt,
and go get my pajamas. Let me
these
get my
felt
pajamas
hangers,
out the
you know what I'm
trunk.
saying? I went to Target and found these felt hangers. Right, I was so excited. They were
Felt hangers.
You know,
I seen 'em.
so your shirts don't fall
They
off.
don't
I'm
slide.
fucking
They
on
don't
the
slide.
floor in a room
But anyway,
with velvet hangers.
Ain't nobody on the floor.
I'm telling
now.
this story. I don't
nobody
give
on
a
the
fuck.
floor.
I'm telling
Who
the
gotta
story.
hear it? I'm
But
telling
look
you.
though,
At least
so
there's no
I
bins.
bought these hangers and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do all my closet like this because now I don't have a dresser. I gotta hang everything up, right? I got home. I said, damn, who the fuck changing all these hangers?
So where's the clothes
Oh, this
at
shit's
now,
hanging
Tori?
up.
Where are the clothes
Okay.
now?
They're
Tori?
hanging up
We're
on the
concerned
felt
about the
hangers
clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all hanging
concerned.
I'm
up.
concerned about everything that
We're
would have
gonna have to
normally
do-
gone in a drawer hanging. So you got
No,
like family
you didn't
photos
listen.
hanging from the.
Why the fuck would that be in a drawer?
Because where else would you put it?
On the wall.
On the wall. What?
Okay.
You got every photo you've ever taken on a wall.
Nah,
You
nah,
be
nah.
hiding photos in the drawer.
the
Hey, he
drawer?
hiding photos
It's
in the
not
drawer.
hiding.
You
That's
hiding
why
photos, y'all. Grandma in the
Anyway, we
drawer.
done went way off topic.
I got a player
God
hiding
damn.
spot. I'll tell y'all about
In
when
the
we go off
shoebox in
there.
the closet.
I got a
All
player
y'all got
hiding
shoebox
spot.
in the closet.
I got a few of them.
Hey, ladies, note to the ladies: if you living with a man, hey, just tell him you'll clean up the house while he's at
Check
work.
the shoeboxes.
Check the shoebox in
Hey,
the closet.
Note to the ladies:
closet.
Tori is single for a reason, cause she do shit like that.
I
She
don't
check
never
the
tell 'em.
shoeboxes. She be creeping in the nigga house, checking shoeboxes.
I don't never
and shit.
tell them.
Note to the men: don't keep anything
In the
incriminating in
shoebox.
your house.
In the shoebox.
Y'all keep everything in the
No,
shoebox.
here's a note to everybody.
If you got a
do.
girlford and an
Don't-
apartment,
my
that
documents.
place is as good as
important
investigated.
documents in
you might
those
as well
shoeboxes.
charge it to
No,
the
I was
gang.
gonna say get a dresser.
right, because that's where you hide your shit.
Just get a dresser.
Cause get a dresser. Cause you got
women
need a
are
draws.
like
dresser?
the FBI, man.
You
If
need
that
someone
shit
to
was
put
in
your
your house, she
slips.
saw
I'm
it.
telling you, I fold my skivvies.
You don't wear a slip. You don't wear slips. You ain't got
Oh,
a slip.
hey, that bitch a hoe. She don't wear a slip.
She said her.
She hope she don't wear a
She said
slip.
she
Still
folds
owns a
her
slip
skivvies.
in
Y'all
the
wear a
year of
slip?
our
You've been out
Lord
of boot camp for
2021.
35 days. Fold your skivvies and put your bunk and do your rack. And lock it
Hey,
up.
look, man.
Lock it up,
If
Tori.
I'm coming over for
show
the
y'all.
action and you show up in a slip, I'm
Do
expecting
women wear
goddamn
slips?
greens and
Who's
macaroni.
wearing-
and
Do
cheese.
women wear
Right.
slips? Wait.
Their
Them
slips
hoes
smells
When did y'all
like
stop wearing
wings
slips,
If
and
you
bro?
wear a
fried
slip,
chicken.
nigga, I need some sweet tea and macaroni.
What's
Before
wrong with
and
a
after.
slip?
Else wear that shit.
What's wrong with a slip?
It
That
screams
shit sexy as hell.
1962.
Bitch,
A
let
teddy,
bitch come
a
in
nice
with
little
slip.
teddy.
Okay, a
Right?
teddy is
Who
okay.
the
That's
fuck
a
answers-
slip.
Who the
It's
fuck
not a
answers
slip.
the door in a negligee? What year do you live in?
Not
You better-
negligee, a teddy.
A teddy
nice
is a
slip.
proper word
Say
for
it
a
like-
negligee.
It's a slip.
Say it like
No,
glass.
nigga.
A teddy.
If that
Teddy.
pussy don't come with basketball shorts and a bonnet, I don't want it.
So
You had me at basketball
So
shorts.
listen. So,
Ooh, I
so
got
if you
another
have
Tory
basketball
story.
shorts on, that
But we went-
automatically means your pussy is better.
If she
No,
were, she
no, I
answered
just
the
want
door
you
in
to
a
know,
slip. She
a
only do
teddy, a
missionary.
teddy and
Suge
a slip.
Avery
She
ruined
only
the
do
slip.
missionary.
A teddy and a slip is two different things.
Okay,
honey,
okay. I'm from a place where slip is a slip.
No.
It's something you
A
slip
teddy-
on before you rest your head for the evening.
And you might wake up with a nip slip.
A little nip slip, just a little.
Ooh, I'm sorry, I had a nip slip.
I'm sorry for the nip slip.
I know we just met.
Nah,
but
I
so
look. This is a true
modest.
story. Look. I had an older woman when I was
saving
growing
this
up.
for a
She had a
perfect
slip
moment.
on, and
Yeah.
she was doing my hair, and
A nip
older
slip.
woman.
She had a nip
Yeah.
slip.
Hello,
And I turned around
Michael.
like-
Hello, Michael. Let me
How old is
let me
older?
cut your
The-
hair.
the
Let me trim your beard, Michael.
The titty hit you in the
Come
neck.
here for mama.
yeah, the titty looked like them orangutan
Gumdrop.
them
Oh,
orangutan
no.
titties. Like,
Don't talk about people's
Like
titties.
she can
I
hide
can't
stuff
talk about
underneath them.
titties.
No.
Okay,
Why
you're
not?
right. It's
Not
2021. You
orangutan
can't
and titties.
you can't say
Are you
they got
sensitive about
they have
titties?
National
Them
Geographic.
orangutan titties be wild,
The
man.
National
Them shits be in
Geographic
business
joint.
for
Mine are
themselves.
bigger than usual
They
right
just-
now. Look.
You know what I'm talking about?
Them orangutan, it'd be like, I ain't fucking with you today, man. I'm over here with it.
Just
I'm
this.
over here with it. Right.
Fucking
They just
with
look
you right
heavy.
now.
Like whatever in the
They'll
bottom
stick
of
right
One
to
them.
titty
the
be right here, the
house.
other
It's too
one be
heavy
like,
for 'em.
Y'all
"You
crazy
some
right now. I don't
bullshit."
even know what we talking
They
about.
will. They'll
I
stick
don't
to
know how
your
we got on
body.
titties.
Those
don't
big
know.
titties. Those big titties will tell you straight to your face if they
Big
fuck
titty,
with you. Not today,
You put on the
nigga.
slip.
They
Not
got
today.
voices. They have voices.
Titty hit him in the back.
Nope. The whole bra strap will slap you in the face.
Don't pick that up from me, baby.
Hey,
I bet she had
I
sweet
don't know
tea
why I
and
have
collard
this
greens
question.
though, didn't it?
So I think it was a thing back when we were younger.
Okay.
That a guy would try to like take your bra off with like one hand.
Oh
Like,
yeah, big
oh,
easy.
you just know how to
Man,
do
that
it.
was
You,
cold
did you
with that
figure
shit.
it out?
Yeah.
I still got it too.
still
I
got
still
it.
do
pinch
that
and
shit.
grab.
I still got
Not
it. Hey,
me. I had no titties.
the first couple
till
of tries,
after high school.
it
I
wasn't
know,
pretty.
right?
I still ain't got
How
it.
long you been out of high school?
2 years.
You a
Them 2
listen.
years.
We gonna give you them 2 years.
A lot can happen.
We gonna
in 2 years.
say it.
Class of 2019. Class of 2019.
You had to think about it real
Fucking
quick.
done. COVID
Class
years.
of 20.
Class of 20.
A lot can happen in 2 years, apparently.
A lot of people can grow up in 2
She
years.
had a whole baby.
become a different
got
person.
married.
A lot of people can change.
A lot of stuff
I'm
can
cracking up,
happen.
but-
What's the word? Engorged.
Hey.
Hey, what was this? Hey, what was
Wow.
this? Hey, what was
Wow.
this? Hey, do y'all remember this broke versus fat situation that was going on?
Yeah.
What we talking about?
That's messed up.
What we talking about?
Well, we gonna
Y'all was
end
comparing.
tonight.
Y'all was comparing like
One man's
broke
fat
men.
is another man's
So
thick.
you know how women are known to say
One man's-
call a man broke.
Yeah.
Okay, and men quick to call a woman fat.
But
All
I
right.
mean, when a woman, like, you piss off a woman,
I'll let you go.
be all kinds of
I don't
gay.
do
Even
that.
at
I don't
my
call
fattest-
nobody fat.
Even at my
Be all
fattest,
types of
couldn't
shit.
nobody
It's
call
like
me-
in
'cause
one
I
ear and
don't-
Couldn't
out the
nobody
other.
call me fat.
Because
Period.
you have to love yourself, and if they if they feel like you have a health condition where
Yeah.
you're overweight, check yourself. You're not a doctor. Get away from me. Let
Help me.
my family
But
tell
damn,
me.
I can't be concerned.
I mean, there's a difference.
See,
between-
Tori do this for a living,
You
so
don't-
I don't like calling
can't be
people
concerned.
fat. They
But
that's
look,
a
Have
she.
you
She
ever
big.
had a
I
client,
mean, she heavy.
Tori, have
set.
you had a client who really thought they was thick when you knew they was fat?
heavy set?
They was fat.
I can't say that I have. I mean,
Look,
so
man.
I tend to attract clients who want to work out. Like,
So how do you feel about fat shaming?
Ooh.
you shouldn't shame nobody. I
any
mean,
reason.
encouragement is one thing. Shaming and encouragement is two different things. One,
Mm-hmm.
and you shouldn't shame anybody for anything that they do because it don't involve you.
Alright,
It ain't
so,
your life.
Look, man, I'm kind of a prick when it comes
You
to
gonna
this.
shame them?
All right, nah, I'm gonna explain it though.
Go, please break it
I'ma
down.
explain it
Please
though.
break it down.
If you are ashamed, then do something about it. If you're not, then how am I shaming you?
Well, wait a minute
Mm.
now.
Deep, brother.
Let me switch that.
Hey,
Let me
hey,
think
hey, look.
about-
You ever a nigga ever said something and you was ready for him to be an asshole and then you was just like,
Right. You know,
Not today.
if
got
this
a
is,
point.
look, he was
Yes,
on
man.
that. I felt like that.
Like
I felt
I'm-
like this. If this is a couch,
uh-huh.
do I gotta sit on this love seat when I'm in love? That was one of them
Oh,
moments. Like, nigga,
okay.
what?
Well, you have
Okay.
a point. If you're not ashamed of yourself, then how are we shaming you?
Oh shit, we got a
Uh-oh.
call. They talking coming in
Hey,
on the
you
fat
know,
shaming.
hey,
Here
you
we
know
go.
who this is.
Man.
He gonna let it go about this fat shaming.
Hello, this is In the Cut Live. Your live caller.
In the cup.
Talk to him.
What's going on, man?
Talk to the people.
I just happen to be home from work, baby. Driving home from work.
Oh,
Hey,
right on time, ain't it?
Hey, did you want to call in and say something, my
Right.
brother?
So what are we? Did we talk? I all heard was fat shaming.
They're talking about fat shaming. If you
Fat
want to
versus broke.
jump right in there on that.
So it was like
The
I know
same
me and
logic goes
they're
for
my
broke,
spirit
too.
animal.
Okay.
I love Kevina, man. By the way, man.
Kevina, you got
We had
Oh,
like a
can we
spirited
get the
con- you know,
love?
a very spirited conversation, man. When we talked about, and we both agree, at the end, we all both agreed.
Uh-huh.
But I never liked the fact that some females are quick to call, and I call it the new movement for us to be wallet shaming, because there is a movement for fat shaming.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you're not supposed to do that shit, but
Yeah.
females are so quick to call a nigga broke.
Mm.
It's like we're being judged off of what they see. Like, oh, like so we didn't shit it on and say,
Broke
oh,
boys don't
dude can't
deserve
buy
no
your burger
pussy.
bag, he broke. He can't do this, he can't do Stop
Right.
shaming my
White
wallet.
boys get the most
But I
pussy. I
can't
be
call you,
mad
I
as a
can't call you
motherfucker.
fat, but
Like,
that's
how
fat
the
Even,
shaming.
even be,
Hold
I
on,
feel
hold
him
on.
on that. I feel him on that because even if I'm okay, if you calling me broke, then what are you? Because obviously, if I'm doing the thing, or if I can't do the things you can't do for yourself, who's the real broke one?
We both broke.
Mm.
But
Exactly.
you
Y'all a
ain't
team.
supposed to be broke.
Y'all a
We ain't
team.
talking about me.
You can't take care of yourself or your health, and
We
you
not
calling
talking about
me
me.
broke.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
because
Go ahead. I'm just saying, the biggest thing for me was the fact that how loosely and how quick it can be said.
yeah,
Like for females, they have no problem telling the dude what they want, what they should be, and all this other shit. But the moment we give a criticism to a female, it's a fucking problem. We say,
Mm.
oh, you're fat.
so if you, so
And then they're like, oh my God, why you fat? fat shaming her. Then I don't like the fact of being real with each other.
So-
Tell your friends that she's fat.
So Cardi B saying broke boys don't deserve no pussy, and then
I know that's right.
I know that's right. So your line would be fat girls don't deserve no dick.
Wait a
But I'm
minute.
saying,
Meanwhile, some nigga that's been wearing the same
Like, tell me where
outfit
you going
since last
with
summer, clapping some buns
Yeah,
to
tell me
that
where you
song.
going with this. Yeah, you're
Where
right.
I'm going with this is like, it's about the respect of a person. My thing about it, like they say it's a fat shaming because they feel like it's disrespectful
Right.
and stuff like this. You're like, oh, you don't know what she's going through. Well, why as men we don't get the same fucking respect? Why we
Because
don't get the
can I talk to you real quick? Can I say
guess
something?
we don't get the respect.
I think it's because we're pushing this narrative that it's a man's job to provide, right? It's a man's job to provide. But you know the truth? It's a husband's job to provide.
Praise God.
It's a man's job to
Yeah.
become financially stable and maintain his financial stability. So when he finds a wife, he can provide for his
finds
wife.
a good
You hear that
thing.
That's
cadence
from
in
a
his
biblical.
voice?
That's
So-
from
You
a
hear that?
biblical
Amen.
perspective. That's from
Of
a
course.
biblical.
Did you hear the way he
Black
delivered
Christian
that?
But I'm saying,
Amen.
motherfuckers are pushing the
Stability,
narrative.
my brother.
Because
It's
one
the
fish, two
responsibility.
fish, red fish, blue fish, knick-knack,
That nigga just
paddywhack,
put the
give a
bow
dog
tie
a
on real
bone.
quick.
And Ball will be selling incense after the
Time
show.
out.
And bean
Time
pies.
But you know what I was saying though, because they put that
This
pressure
nigga
on
got bean
men
pies
to be
and
providers.
newspapers
A
for
man needs to
sale.
provide. A man needs to provide. If you ain't a man providing, you ain't a real man, and you don't
that's
deserve
in the
this, and you don't
church.
deserve that. They
You
put
guys
that
learn
on
that
you.
at church.
And the
But it's a
Honorable
husband's
Muhammad
job to
teaches
provide.
us
No,
You don't gotta
we
provide
are.
for some chick you fucking that you met at the club.
What?
You don't gotta provide for her.
do-
That's not your
hold on.
job.
I
Facts.
think we have a disagreement.
Let's go.
Cause-
What the- Oh, now you the chick at the club.
Damn.
Oh, I got it. Hear this.
Does a man have to provide for a chick
Time
at the
out.
club?
Hell no.
No, listen to this. The reason why we think that as black men, and I'm saying we, even though I'm a woman, that was all programmed in you at church and with your parents.
But
and
it
upright-
works.
If that's the case. But let me tell you something. At the end of the day, it's not about a man having to provide for anybody before he provides for himself. If you can't, you have to focus on
Thank
providing
you.
for yourself to attract a woman who
Thank
also
you.
provides for herself.
Amen.
You guys come together
Amen.
and provide for your
As
unit.
one
Come
equally
together
yoked. One.
like
But
butt
again,
cheeks.
But if
Shut
you
up.
as a man, hold on, if you as a man are you want to provide, and you're dealing with a woman who cannot even provide for herself. And she's like, you got to do for me. You got, bitch. How would you provide them for
All right,
yourself before
so-
I came along?
They eating dinners they would
Kevina.
never normally eat.
What is that?
The
Taking
phrase
pictures.
"come together" implies marriage. That you come together
Right.
and join
As
in
one,
a
yeah.
union.
As
to
one.
If you
one.
are talking about a chick that I have known for the grand total of 2 songs, I am not providing you shit.
And you
A drink.
but they push the narrative
Not
that
even
you
a
a bum,
drink.
that you
Not
broke.
even
I
a
know
drink.
Sean ain't with that.
That's not
Because
the point.
buying a drink in the club is the equivalent of paying for time.
They
If
don't
the
hear
most
me.
interesting thing about me is my ability to pay for your imbibement, then
that's not what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not here for that.
And you're right about that. But
so
what
at
I'm
the end
saying
of-
is,
What if we one for
At
one?
the end of the day, if that makes me broke, then so
if I
fucking
don't have
be
a
it.
man,
I've been called worse.
if I don't have a man and in my union, I feel like I'm still being provided for.
Yes, but that is a union. You keep using the word and the phrase and the implication union.
And y'all
We're
keep using the word
talking
man
about
as
a
if
chick
men
that
are
I
the
just
only
met.
ones that can provide.
No, we're not saying that we
Women
are the
can
only ones who
provide,
can.
too.
I'm
It's
saying the
not a
pressure from
woman's
society
job
is
to
being
provide.
put on
It
men.
is
That's
a
what they telling us. You
definite
see what I'm
and
saying?
appreciated
That's what we
bonus
hear as men.
when a woman provides.
Right.
So-
Nobody is going to knock you for providing.
Nobody's
but
gonna
at
call
the
you a
end of the
bum.
day-
Nobody's gonna call you a broke ass
man's
bitch or a
job
bum
At
and
the
all
end
that
of the
shit.
day, the
So listen
role
to
of
this.
You're not a real
provision
woman.
comes from a man. I don't care if the woman makes less money or more money.
Nobody
The-
cares.
The end.
A man,
Because at the end
and
of
that's
the
what we're
day,
gonna get to. A man doesn't give a shit.
We
if
don't
the
care.
woman is broke.
We don't care.
we
A
don't
woman
care. We
gives
don't care
all
if
the
you're.
world.
I keep saying
that
it. That's
the
the
man
At the
difference.
end of the day,
That's the
A
difference.
woman is
They don't
judged
care.
for
'Cause
who
I got
she
money,
is
but
as
where he
a
at, though?
person.
Thank you. Be
A
a
woman
good
is
person.
judged for who she is as a person. She could be rich, she could be poor, she could be
Right.
somewhere in between.
Yes.
If she is a pain in the ass to deal with, it makes no difference.
Your
what
money
her
ain't worth my
checking
piece.
account says.
Right.
Your money ain't worth
A
my
man
piece,
doesn't
baby.
care.
I promise
Because
you
at
that.
the end of the day, I don't have access to your money.
And you know
I
why?
can't
I don't
go
want
to a
access to your
court.
money.
Because
I
women
can't
can
go to a
provide
court
life.
of law and plead a case for legal
At any
access to
time.
your money the way that a woman can.
Mm.
So whatever I have is whatever I have, and that's what I can offer
being a
to
provider, there we go. So being a provider is what can be offered at the high most by a man. Protection, providing, those things that a woman provides.
And you make a certain amount of money, you can provide at a certain level. I don't make $1 million a year, so I cannot provide what a millionaire can provide. But as a man, you have to own that reality and live in accordance with that.
Protect, provide.
As a woman, it's like
penetrate.
Exactly, but
protect, provide, penetrate. Well, some people
protection and penetration don't cost money.
Provide penis or protect, provide.
Protection and penetration don't cost money. Yeah. Well, maybe after the fact, you know.
Oh, okay, I get
but
it.
Provision,
I get it. Penetrate. We don't want to say penis.
Oh my God.
Hey, listen. Leona made a good point.
But at the end of the day,
go ahead, Jay.
At the end of the day, like as a man, yes, that is your responsibility. Okay. So, a woman makes more money than you. That's dope if you have access to that money. But
that's
in
cool,
most cases,
sis.
You don't. And it's more
Can
of
I
a
have some?
bonus.
Right.
That's a teamwork. That's a teamwork thing.
Right.
So Leona Love says, if that's the case, then why do a lot of men lead with their money? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the pressure has been put on them to lead with their money because they feel like that's all they're worth.
And it's not even that they feel like all their worth.
Some men really do believe that they are only loved by how much they can provide. They are only respected by how much they can provide. A lot of men leave, and that's because those men who leave with their money is because they have suffered from that. They have suffered from that pressure
of not having money.
See, we live in a world.
Women is like women these days.
It's not just leading with your money because of the pressure.
Why y'all leave with y'all looks?
I don't think it's just I don't think it's just that's what I'm saying. They leave with their looks because they know that's what you do to attract the other mate. That's what you do to attract the other mate. That's how people end up with the dead.
That's a mating call. That money is a mating call.
I'm gonna give you a dead ass answer to that question.
It's a mating call.
No, we live in a
world
world.
Out here being peacocks.
Lena Love, this is for you. We live in a world that isn't. We live in a world that's valued empirically. Empirically means there's a first place, there's a last place.
If you ain't first, you last. Ricky Bobby.
Not even that, because you might not be first, but you might be 16th out of 5,000. And, you know, that's still damn good.
I'm good with that.
You know what
I'm top 1,000 of the world right now. You know what I'm saying?
In what department?
Let's say,
Looks,
you know, let's look at it from
top 1,000.
Let's look at it from college football. College football, there are 25 teams being ranked. 4 of them are going to make the playoffs.
Right.
And
NFL, there are 32 teams. 8 of them are going to make the playoffs. So you might not be number 1. You could be number 7, but you're still in the running.
You're bisexual.
Goddamn New York Giants were 8th place.
I didn't even know.
Hey, look. Yeah. New York Giants 2008 they were 8th place and they won the Super Bowl. They were 9-7. Won the goddamn Super Bowl.
I remember that. They won the Super Bowl in 97.
Me neither.
So with that being said, we live in a world that is evaluated on that standard, right?
Right.
So when men lead with their money because that puts them in contention.
What about the kids?
What about the dishes though? I don't know what's
Men lead with their money because that puts them in contention.
Man to come in here
I may not
mow my grass.
And mow my grass and pay my bills.
I may not be as rich as Jeff Bezos, but I got more money than that.
You want some of my apple pie?
You feel me?
Can I offer you these ovaries?
I feel you, Jason.
I might not be as rich as Jay-Z, but I got more bread than that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that is why when men lead with their money, because that is what puts them in contention
with other men.
Exactly.
But we talked about it in
that
the
is how we evaluate success in this country.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like it or not.
It's the way genders. The biggest thing for me is the way it's for genders to hold themselves accountable. If that makes any sense. Like, listen, we got some homeboys that ain't, he don't seem to be ambitious or none of that shit. Us as men, like, no, nigga, you need to get on your shit, nigga. Stop being a bitch. Get your ass up. Get a job. Do this. We gonna push each other.
Right. Yeah.
Women, you got a friend that's 300 pounds, and you won't tell her to go lose weight. You'll say, baby, you're just fine just the way you are.
They don't want to hurt.
And then call her fat behind her back.
Hell yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
You say I like that.
I like that booty.
That booty.
I like
booty
the
meat.
same reason I like fucking with the lights.
Shout out Soldier Boy.
Shout out
Soldier BOTTIME.
Same reason why.
Hey, caller, we appreciate the call, OG. Stay with us.
BOTTIME.
That's the same reason why that one lamp ain't gonna cut it. I want to see
that one lamp.
No, wait, time out
level.
real quick. I just have to say that I'm not gonna say no names, but I know some people real good and close that are bigger women, thicker women. I know I have a lot
voluptuous
friends, And the people that have been by their side, the men who've been in their lives through the girlfriends, through the fiancés, through the jobs, whatever, they stand by those women for whatever reason. And I think it's because they've accepted themselves regardless of how they look. And confidence is key. No matter what any man wants to tell you, no matter what men want to say is popular or trendy, a confident woman, no matter what, always wins the pie. Because a man, he can have, I've known this to be a fact, a man can have a wife, a baby mama, whoever, but if they know that one confident bitch that's always by their side,
it's something
in the
different.
background,
It's something different about it.
Something different about them.
I agree.
And no
with
matter
that.
what their size is, they hold on to them like this confident, like she knows what she's doing. At the end of the day, she got my back.
Yeah.
You know, and so there's no general rule to what you're supposed to look like to be that bitch or that main woman. Even a wife. Wives are more insecure than side bitches because side women are confident that, look, nigga, you need me. Right. You're not about to go nowhere.
And I got your secret.
No. It's not even
I got
that.
your secret.
It's not even that.
The wife is at home scared because her husband wants somebody else. The wife is
Yeah.
scared, and there's a big old woman in the background like, girl, if you let him go, because I got his ass.
No, that's not the case.
It don't work like that.
I'd like, look, I can break down
big
that side
bitch.
piece game for you, but that's not the case. What you
Hey,
just
wait
said.
a minute now.
A side chick knows her role. She knows she's on the side.
And what does that do for you?
That does for you because you don't have to question it.
So why would you question your wife?
Because a wife
Can leave you?
No, it's not that a wife can leave you. Is that a wife
Alimony
is more invested.
Interesting. This is interesting.
And that she is
go
more
down here.
insecure
Look, I can only drink
because
to
she questions exactly where she stands because she actually.
So it makes
gives a
the
shit.
man feel more desired by her because she's saying, "I'll leave your fucking ass. Keep cheating, keep playing, keep doing whatever. I'll leave you with nothing."
But the
side bitch
reason
is like,
why
Hey,
the
we already-
wife,
the
we
side
talked about
woman
why
saying,
men cheat.
"Whatever happens, I'ma still be here."
They gonna better themselves.
no, because the side chick is always going to be there because she has nothing invested.
She has lower standards.
Clearly.
Yes, she has lower standards
And the
because she
man
has
will
less
deal
to
with that.
lose.
Just like why the
How
same
they got
reason
lower
why-
standards if they both
she
love the
likes to
same
share.
man?
Because she has
care.
less to lose.
They
The
both
same
You
love
gotta
reason-
understand
Sharing
this.
is caring.
The
It can
wife
be
has
fun.
your
Love
last
that no
name.
good-ass nigga.
The wife shares a home with you. The wife, assuming you have kids, has kids with you. The side chick isn't getting anything but dick, maybe a couple dinners, but
like
she
a
knows
prostitute.
that.
So the side chick is
But
has
she
the
knows
same
that.
standards of a
Time.
prostitute.
But at the same time, you
get some
see an insecure
conversation.
prostitute.
She get Balenciaga.
You give her dick, she gives you money, you're square.
Yes, that's the same as a prostitute.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. In the
Oh.
case of a prostitute,
agree.
you pay
A
her.
mistress.
She gives you dick.
A mistress
you're
is more
square.
exclusive though.
That's
But
why.
no, a
Right,
side
you know,
chick.
a-
If you
to
study
their
history,
jobs.
right?
A
If you study
concubine.
history, right, and you
concubine.
look at people who have had
A
mistresses,
concubine.
because mistresses are as old as
A Jezebel.
As
My mic
everything
keeps cutting
on
out.
me.
Yeah,
A
'cause we all
Jezebel.
talking.
my mic keeps cutting out. All right, anyway,
you keep
mistresses
yelling.
are as old as male-female relationships themselves, but when the mistress becomes the wife, the marriage fails. The reason being is because now, whereas when
Hey,
she
how
was
you
in
get
a
'em is how you
mistress
lose 'em,
role,
ain't
it was all fun and
You
games.
get him this
You know, you go on
No, you ain't
dates, you
never
do
heard
a
that.
whole bunch of fly shit, you fuck,
And she helped that
he
marriage.
goes home to his wife.
Don't
The
forget.
Say it
mistress
again, I gotta
doesn't
say
have
it
to
again.
worry about bills. The mistress doesn't have to worry about kids. The
Or
mistress
cheating.
doesn't have to deal with this fucking guy's personality when he has a mood swing or when he's not
He's on
feeling.
his-
She get
He on
all
his-
she get
he be
all
on
the
his
good
comma.
shit.
The moves,
He on
the
the comma,
mistress
not a
always
period,
gets
but a
the
comma.
best foot forward.
Right.
And the saying goes, familiarity breeds contempt. Nobody knows you better than your wife.
Right.
Once you're a child, your mother
And I
knows
hate
you
'em.
the best. As an adult, your wife knows you better
But
than
They start to-
anybody.
Because
they start to push you apart.
And so now
Yeah.
they see everything. They see the positive and the negative. The
They
mistress
see all your
only
bad
sees
shit,
the
yeah.
positive.
She
You
see your
show
bad shit
up,
too,
you're
yup.
always looking good, smelling good.
I don't
you
like
know,
this kind of.
But look
properly
though,
hydrated.
I want to.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you heard that comment
I'm
I
a
made
wife.
earlier? Have you the
And
way
I
you
don't
get
like
them is the way you
this.
lose 'em.
That's true, but that applies to a different scenario.
So,
Obviously,
Keno,
like,
is there
if
a
you
way? Is there a way
What?
for
Like when you
in
cheat.
a relationship for a wife to kind of create that same
I
bond
believe so.
with their husband? Like, hold on, we don't have to, like, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm real funny about even using the bathroom with the door open. About
to keep that secret, keep it,
You know,
keep
keep
it
that-
good.
But
keep
that
that
ties
level
into the how
of-
you get them is how you lose them.
well, I mean that's karma. That's no matter what. If you get a
Karma's
man
not
cheating,
real.
then you're
Cause and effect is
I'm about
real.
to pass
Karma's
out.
not.
Oh, I'm about
Karma's not real.
Real.
Nigga said that shit with all confidence.
Hey, it don't matter what the fuck you say. You say the sky blue, he gonna be like, it's
I want
actually,
the callers.
it's
Callers,
actually
tell us
great.
right
We can
now.
get
Is
into
karma
karma
real?
if you would
Call
like.
in for me.
Hey.
Cause and effect is real.
I got about
Which is
50,000
karma.
people that'll tell you karma is very real.
Define karma.
Cause and effect.
Cause and effect, dumbass.
No,
Define
that's
karma.
not my
You
definition.
just looked at me incredulously.
saying.
Define
I
Incredulous.
couldn't
karma.
believe you're asking me to say that.
Well,
Karma.
I can't believe you.
Is everybody ready? Karma.
Please
is
do.
energetic value that you carry with you on a
Energy
daily
cannot be created or
basis.
destroyed. So
every time that you do something to project positive energy out into the atmosphere, you're creating a boomerang of positive energy
Boomerang,
back to
period.
yourself. Come on now. I
You
know
and I
that you
are
guys
in-
know what I'm talking about.
No, that's not because you.
Oh,
all right,
my
look.
God.
I'm
So
gonna
what is
explain
it?
it. I'm gonna explain it.
life.
You and
Go
I are in a
ahead.
relationship, right?
Oh,
I cheat on you.
She mad about that.
Look. Walk
You don't
with me.
even like
on
it in
this.
fake life.
come on.
You and I are in a relationship. I treat you like shit. I cheat on you. I neglect you. I just do everything wrong
And
that
I
can
stay.
possibly
And I
done-
stay and
not
let it happen.
possibly be done in a relationship, right?
Uh-huh.
Deadbeat.
And let's say you stay. Where are you going with this?
Go ahead. I stay.
You stay.
That's creating karma for myself, which is negative.
All right. So
For
then what
allowing
would the
negative
outcome of
things
that
to-
scenario be?
Okay, so if I allow myself to stay in that type of situation where there's another human creating chaos in my world, creating bad vibes, I'm accepting the negative energy. I can only accept the karma from that, which means that I'm not creating no outlet for me to have positive experience. I know that. If
Right.
I let somebody do me bad, then I'm gonna deserve what I get. I don't
Is that
care.
karma or is that cause and effect? Because
Karma
had
is-
you
It's the
not-
same thing.
It's not.
And
because
karma's gonna
cause and
come
effect
back
is
on
very
you.
real.
No,
Damn.
Cause and effect is very real. I steal.
We got a
I
caller,
steal,
man.
I steal
Shit.
boss phone. He comes back and whoops my ass. Is that karma or is that
Hell
cause
yeah,
and
you
effect?
get what you deserve. Cause and effect.
no
Had
matter
I
what.
not taken his phone, he would not have put his hands on me.
No. Karma
No.
will always come back to you. And so if you treat me bad and I accept it,
Man, we
right?
gotta call
and
it,
I
y'all.
even
Y'all
though in
tripping.
my heart I want better for myself, I'm going to I'm going to create karma for
Hey.
you by being sad.
Okay.
I can
look,
go on. I can look.
The in order to prove the
Let me
existence
cleanse your
of
guys'
karma,
karmic
you
soul.
would have to prove that
Karmic
whatever
souls.
misfortune that you would attribute to karma,
Oh, 1 second, call.
karmic retribution, would have happened independently of
No
the transgression
karmic
against the person claiming karma.
If he
against
wouldn't have
you.
whooped your ass, somebody else would have. Karma.
Exactly.
All right.
But is it to prove that ass whooping is just a standalone
It's
or a
justified.
direct result of the universe
trying
having
not to
something
drink.
against you?
I've been trying not to
Justified.
drink tonight.
Drink, sip.
We got a
get your
caller,
sip
man.
on.
Oh,
Let's-
my
I want to
sip
hear
on.
the caller.
Get your freak on.
Like a drug
You owe
dealer
me.
goes to jail.
No,
is that
you owe me
karma
drink.
or is that
Alright.
cause
He was
and
gonna go to
effect?
jail
Hey,
for
you got a whole
something
bottle
anyway.
right there. I don't
Yeah,
do
man,
nothing, man.
drop.
Do what you got to do.
Caller,
drop.
call back, because I know you.
We're gonna take
your
one more.
comment
We're
is
gonna take one
important.
more caller, man. Let me see.
y'all
Karma is
loud.
indirect. Cause and effect or direct. I see what he's saying.
Karma
right there.
is indirect. Cause and effect are
Is
direct.
direct. Is
Yeah.
direct.
So
It's
define
direct.
always.
That boy need
indirect
to go
aspect
English
of karma.
class.
So,
I got so much to
something
say.
something could happen and something might not be an
Immediately-
effect of it
immediately
until
happen.
like 2 years later.
Right.
So okay,
That still
let's
counts,
Say
you know what I'm
raw
saying?
dog a chick in the Philippines and I get hit by a bus 4 years later. Does that make it karma?
Man,
Nah,
what your-
that has nothing
could
to
be.
that has nothing to do with the price of tea in China.
Exactly. Oh, I like that one.
That's what I'm saying. One incident has to be proven.
But how can you
that it is not a standalone
Okay.
from a previous incident?
That's not how karma works.
Well, then how does karma work?
Either way, you just
Ready?
live it.
I want to say it again. So for karma to work, this is what happens.
Okay.
Imagine like a bank account, right? So you have a bank account and you contribute money into your karma bank account by doing things that are positive, like you help an old woman cross the street.
Okay.
You say something positive to a
Cashed
sad
out on
person.
the karma.
Right, you just doing all these things. You're contributing. You're not expecting anything in return in your spirit. You're just like, I'm going to help this woman. I'm going to go and contribute this way and this
Happens
way.
every day. Yep.
Nothing to do with what you want out of it.
Yeah.
Expect. And then all of a sudden something happens and you have to take a withdrawal.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever heard about a karmic withdrawal? So you decide one day while you're driving that the person walking in front of you is being a jerk. And you're like, oh my God. You start expressing all this negative energy. You're withdrawing from that karma. You're withdrawing from your own karma bank.
I'm in negative because
It's-
I done cussed some fools.
And
I'm in the
I
red.
know why.
I
But
am
you
in
put
the
it
red.
back. No, you put it back because you've said nice things. You had positive energy at certain times.
Yeah.
It's a balance within yourself. It's not nothing to do with everyone else. It's about you and your intention. If you walk into a park and your dog is with you and you're like, we're going to have a great day, and your dog poops accidentally on a baby, you're like, oh, shit, not the baby. I didn't mean, right. I didn't mean for that to happen.
Because I'm going to laugh at that. My dog just shit on
and
the baby.
that will be a withdrawal from your karma,
Hey,
bank.
and that's something, and you
look,
know what?
man, I
And
might have to eat that with something
and Boogie
weak
just
off.
said that. Boogie
You'll
said,
okay, it'll be okay.
it said karma doesn't necessarily have to come back to you. It can affect the ones you love, your loved ones and stuff like that. So if
That's
you're ever in a
deeper.
situation where you're like,
How
why is
do
this
you
happening to me?
differentiate-
It could probably be
Well, that's
karma.
called, I think that's called those, the, what is it called? The
Aura.
From your ancestral.
Sins of the father?
Well, sometimes they call them ancestral curses, or they call them.
The sins of the fathers.
No, what is it? A generational curse.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
know from my Hispanic
There's a
side
lot
of
of
my
those.
family, we call it generational curses. We have a last name in our family that we feel like has a curse on it, right?
I'm
And-
probably gonna butcher your name, Aeon Thompson.
A1 Thompson.
A1 Thompson.
It's Sean.
That
Karma doesn't
AE1. He
necessarily have to
actually
come back
spelled
on
his
you. It
name
can affect the ones you
AE1.
love. Even if you've ever been in a situation,
You know
where
Sean,
are
right?
like, why is this happening
Sure.
to me? Exactly, he's right. It
Yeah.
can be karma.
Yeah, it happens like
That's
that
his
sometimes.
rate.
It just
AE1.
depends.
He actually
AE1.
his Facebook profile name is AE1.
So basically, a lot of us people of color, we're
Fucking
dealing with
gay.
somebody's bad
That's
karma.
a karmic withdrawal right there. Yay.
Negative
Anyway,
5,000.
moving on. Yeah,
Minus
man.
5,000.
10,000 because I said it twice.
Minus
5.
10 minus
Mine is
10
more.
So it's
five.
2,500
This nigga
apiece.
losing all points.
12.
Hey, Indica Live today, man. We talked about
anyway.
fat
I'm about
girls.
to make this point though,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
because I'm
Wait
going to
a
answer his
minute.
question.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Karmic doesn't necessarily have to come back on you. It can affect their loved ones. If you've ever been in a situation where you're like, why is this happening to me? It's probably karma. Now, you would have to be able to prove that that incident was in fact related and not a standalone incident, because bad things happen. Bad things happen to good people. Good things happen to bad people. So where would you differentiate karma
Who
and
cares?
coincidence at
Just
that
say
point?
anything that bad
So you're
happens,
just
say it's
calling
karma.
anything that you can't explain karma.
Yeah.
Okay, if you
So
can't
then that's
explain
ju-
it, then what is it?
Just a fucked up day.
Ugh.
All right, man.
What do you mean?
Nobody-
All right, man. You're
Because
calling it
nobody
karma.
explains anything with a fucked up day.
Like, yo, you just had a bad fucking day. Like, what do you think the universe is out
No.
to get you because you stepped on a
Yes.
spider?
I just
4
want to
years
know what
ago?
this man
Yes.
believes in. I
Fuck
don't
outta
know. I
here,
can't
man.
figure it out.
The universe is
Are you
upset.
Jehovah's Witness?
Out of here.
The
man.
universe
Are you 7-Day
is
Adventist?
upset.
Like, what is going on over here? Like, what do you believe in? I don't know.
We believe in the universe and karma. Regardless, don't let him fool you. He
God,
believes
man.
in karma.
Yeah, I believe in cause and effect. Like, yo, like I gave the
I'm
example. I
like,
took
oh man,
Ball's,
this cause and effect.
I took Ball's phone. He whooped my ass.
No.
Is that karma?
If you hit somebody with your car and then 2 weeks later somebody hits you with their car, you're like, oh.
How do you
That's
prove
more-
that
that's-
car
that's more
accident
Cause
is
and
not
effect.
a
That's more
standalone
specific.
incident?
He gonna be like, oh damn, cause and effect.
So what's the difference if you say that? What about with religion? They say that if you do unto
We
others,
can't do that this time.
Okay.
We gotta do
No,
that
no,
another
no, no. Go forward with that. I want to hear what you're.
I appreciate
Because
that.
you know
Nah.
where we go with that.
No, no,
It'd be
no.
all
Go
over the
forward
place.
with that. I want to hear your full question.
Hey man, y'all doing a lot today, boy. We had a full-time job today.
I want to hear your full question. What was that with
Hey,
religion?
we got a call.
No.
All right, this
gotta
last
call
call,
it.
last call of the night, man.
I got some comments to make.
All right, what you got, call it? Yeah, we're gonna definitely get into that another day. What you got,
Yeah, I
call
know
it?
y'all about to get off, man. Hey, Jay. Hey, Jay, man. Hey, man, I had to make a Facebook for
Who
work,
is
bro.
this?
That's my only one. That's why I spelled that shit out.
Who is
Boogie,
this?
man.
Boogie,
said-
oh, what's cracking? How you
He
doing?
said I had to make that for
Why I
work.
spelled my shit out.
Just said my name.
I had to make the shit for work, bro. So I was
Say
like, I
my
ain't gonna
name,
call
say my name. Hear that?
Yeah. So that's why. But no, hey, look, I do believe, like, I to a degree, I do believe with, and I agree with Jason, is the fact that karma is a belief. That's why I just put that in there. Karma is a belief. Karma, so to speak, equals religion. You have to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause and effect will make you an atheist.
That's what I thought he was.
I'm not an atheist.
If you think about it, I'm just saying that's what it has to be.
Yeah, I get
Everything
that.
is cause and effect. So that's the correlation that I make between.
All
Because
right.
it's
Okay.
something so physical, something
That's
so
all.
scientific.
Where?
Well, that makes sense, Brody. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right, man.
Shoot.
Indica Live, man. Hey, today we talked about.
Hey, man, we could have
talked about. Yeah, we
man.
could have kept
I
going
was-
today.
I was here for
Well, I
it.
wanted
Fat
to break
girls
it,
versus
like-
broke niggas. We
I
talked
had
about
the
being
tequila
normal.
and I was on
So y'all make
deck,
sure y'all
man.
being normal out here. Don't
Hey,
let the world
hey.
pressure you to be no bullshit.
Don't
We
be
talked
too
about
normal.
deadbeats and what we thought the definition of it was. We found out the Oxford definition of a deadbeat. And
Appreciate
also Juneteenth. Loving it. We loving
Let's
it.
go. The weekend finna be
We
lit.
understand that they probably just giving us crumbs, but at the same time, we're gonna celebrate regardless. We don't need nobody from missing to celebrate, so we're gonna celebrate this weekend. So y'all make sure y'all go out there and be extra black, please.
On my mama.
Blickety
We
black.
black
I
on black.
talk about what that means.
Like black, extra black.
MC
Hey, you'll see it
Gusto,
when you
I'm
go to
black.
ski. When you go to ski
Blickety
beach,
black.
right? When you go to
Ghetto,
ski beach,
but
you gonna see it.
ingenuity.
You'll know it.
CB4, that was a
last
movie
but not
reference.
least, man, listen.
I'm black, y'all.
Happy
Blickety,
Father's
blickety, I'm
Day
black,
to
y'all.
all my fathers out there, man.
Hey, we
from
ain't gonna
us
bring
here
Jason
at-
no
Unless
more.
you a deadbeat, in
In
which
the
case,
cut
go to
live.
hell, man.
No more
Karma
tequila
gets you.
for Jason.
We love y'all, and we will be with
Jason
y'all
can't
next
bring no
week.
more tequila.
He can. Please bring all the tequila. Hey, toast out.
Ain't nobody drop shit.
Let's go.
I needed some shit with some bop in it. I flew past the whip with that blunt in my mouth.
Hey, yo, I've been trying to get this dance down.
Y'all know that the teenagers don't fuck with the baby. Did y'all know that?
Like Lil Baby.
I did it legitly. I'm still with the shits.
Hey,
I'm back. You asking for pictures with niggas? What's your name? Get the fuck out the spot, nigga. Trying to figure which deal I'ma take. I woke up, couple meal on my plate. Let's eat. I'm investing in real estate. I just went and gave my mama 100. Probably won't hear me open my mouth, bless you hear me talking about finding some money. Let's go. As soon as I found that, I flipped that. I'm a little bit different, they get it. No, I'm stiff on the bitch and she dig. Tryna find out why baby ain't all in the mentions. No, she ain't get no DM from me. Bitch, this rich nigga dick, it ain't free. She be throwing that at, yeah, she good at it. Turn around when we fuck, make her look at it. She like, ha. I needed some shit with some bop in it. Let's go. I flew past the whip with that blunt in my mouth, watched it swerving. That whip had a cop in it. Hey, my bitch got good pussy, fly her across the country. I finished the show and I
Blued out.
I got me a milli, I did it.
Oh, you look like old buddy Shannon Sharp.
I'm unorthodox
Shannon
than a
Sharp over
motherfucker.
here.
Hey, when you gon' switch the flow? I thought you never asked. Niggas ain't fucking with me and ain't bout what the fuck they be rapping about, what they look scary ass. But to each his own, nigga. If you like it, I love it, no big. That boy say he get
We
money,
out.
oh really? How much they just cut you a check for $1 million? I'm going back to Cali like big, go back. About to go get a pound just to smoke. They told me to come work on my album, I'm trying to go find out the price on the boat. Okay. My little bitch ain't Megan Thee Stallion, she get her when nasty, she driving the boat. All this shit that they making me born, be something to buy while I ride with the pole. Here you go. I needed some shit with some bop in it. I flew past the whip with that blunt in my mouth, watched it swerving. That whip had a cop in it. My bitch got good pussy, fly her across the country.